What is going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining the stream. I see MH is in here, and yes, I'm going crazier and crazier every freaking day of my life. What's up, Afghanistan? What's up, Sarah? What's up, Simon Leopold? What's up, Quentin Nichols? I'm not late. It's 10:29, MH. What are you talking about? LSU Tigers, what's going on, man? I believe Giants blue. Wooz, wooz. Louis Rabit. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Yes, indeed. Let's go Giants. Absolutely. Didn't really do much. We got Cameron Fleming. Very sweet. How do I feel about Tom Brady joining the Bucs? I did a video on that, and I was just shocked. It's going to be interesting to see what Tom Brady does, man, without Bill Belichick. Everybody said Belichick's the reason Brady was great. Well, we're going to find out. I think Brady could do something down there. Tampa Bay's got some good offensive weapons. I just don't think they're ready to win a Super Bowl, which that's why I was surprised he went there. But we'll see. I mean, I listen, I'm a Brady guy, so I'll root for Brady. I'm fine with that. What's going on, Philly Lights? You think the Eagles are going to suck next year? I hope so. I hope they do. I hope they're terrible, man. D-Man Entertainment, what's up? Hot Nichols, Mask Temple. What's going on? RQ3, Leslie Ann Veray, who are the Seahawks signing? I don't know. Listen, now I haven't been able to watch a ton of this today. I've kind of been keeping updates and stuff. Has anybody signed Jadeveon Clowney yet? What's going on, Shondon Stevens? Thank you for joining the stream, sir. Appreciate it. Papachulo Chad. Ichigo's in the house. Cowboys Longhorns. Alex Sports. William Rogers. Why someone say, they just messing around. I heard this the last live stream I did that the Giants signed Clowney, and they did not. So I don't know. I haven't heard anything about he has not gotten signed yet. So his price tag is going to drop quite a bit. He's asking for $90 million. I'm guessing that's for 4 years because I heard he wanted about $21 million. Do I think AB's going to – listen, Antonio Brown did go to the Patriots for a cup of coffee before all this crap happened. He's got nowhere else to go. If they added it, now I don't know how good Antonio Brown would be after having a couple of years off or after a year off and all the crap he's gone through, and he's older now. He's not a young receiver. But with Mike Evans and Antonio Brown and Tom Brady, that team could be something in the air, man. Darvin Penn, what's going on? Yeah, listen, I'm not an Antonio Brown guy. I think he's a psychopath. But if the guy can still play football, if anybody can get that guy into wraps, it's Tom Brady and Arians. So definitely be a pretty decent fit there. What's going on, Ezra Winslow? Rank this year's quarterbacks in the draft. Okay, well, Burrow is number 1. A healthy Tua is number 2. Then Justin Herbert. Then you falling off a long ways after that. Those are the 3 best guys in here. I don't like Jake Fromm at all, so I don't know. NFL, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. Angel Lopez, Belly81, Christopher Esperito. Thoughts on Cam Fleming? I didn't even see that we signed him either. So I've been looking at this stuff all the time. What's going on, Nathan Brewer? What's our grade for free agents? Listen, I like the only free agent that I really liked was I'm losing it. Bradbury. I liked that signing, man. Gil Soto Jr., what is going on, man? Thank you for the super chat. I guess I'll do this for a must there. I appreciate that, man. You know, gotta act out all those super chats or the super stickers. So there you go. There's no super. I just shaved too. I could have done that, man. Thank you so much for the $1.50 super sticker, Sonic. Boom! Appreciate that so much, man. No, I definitely never loved Fromm. Fromm stinks. Even Uncle Lou don't like Fromm. Bradbury, yes. I hate Jake Fromm. Jake Fromm stinks. Diggs will do good for Buffalo. Buffalo gave up a lot for that. I must ask me a question. Yes, I get you, Hot Nicks. Are you ready for the Cowboys and Eagles? YouTubers come out with their... No, actually, Dylan, Philly Lights is an Eagles fan. He said the Eagles are going to stink. There's a lot of Eagles fans that are down on the Eagles. It's funny with the Eagle fans because Eagle fans either say they're going to be really good or Eagle fans are going to say they're going to be really bad. It's like neither one of them. It's like nobody no Eagles fan on YouTube is realistic about what they think. They either undergrade them or they overgrade. There's like no in between. It's strange, man. We should get Eric Berry. We don't have any money to spend anymore. We're out of money. What's going on, Procaccini? Thank you for joining the stream, sir. Jeff Giordano. Yes, St. Patrick's Day was yesterday. You would never know with all this crap that's going on. because there is no fun. There's nothing to do anymore, man. It sucks. Justin Leone, I just want to say, Justin Leone became a member of the channel tonight, so shout out to him. If you guys get a chance, I would appreciate if you subbed up my man Justin Leone over there. He's just started a YouTube channel, the Giants Video Maker, so show him some love. It's very hard to get started on YouTube and get some traction in here. So if you guys could sub up my boy Justin Leone, I would appreciate it. L.A. Garola, man, thank you so much for the super chat, bro. I appreciate it. Brilly, my man. Since we got Cameron Fleming, does that mean Young and Simmons still very much in play? I would imagine they are. Well, if Chase Young is available, which I don't think he's going to be, L.A. Garola, but I do. If Chase Young's there, we're taking him. I still want Isaiah Simmons. It's going to be really interesting to see exactly what the Giants do in the draft, because there's a lot of options that they can go. There's a lot of things that they can do in the draft, so it'll be interesting, man. But thanks so much for the final. Boom! Sarah Smalls in the house. Hello, Sarah. I didn't see you there. I thought I mentioned you as soon as I came in. Maybe I didn't. Well, good to see you, my lady. Hope all is well. Jared Williams, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining the stream. Mason's going to be late. Sack Dak, indeed. Pandemonium, man. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Appreciate it. Brilly. Bad Dog, no offensive line in this draft is Gen talent. Number 11 is. Oh, I hear you, man. Listen, I think that I agree. I agree with you, Pandemonium. I want Isaiah Simmons. That is the guy that I want. But I don't know if Gettleman's going to go with that. I love Isaiah Simmons. I did the video on it. I've wanted Isaiah Simmons long before the combine. I love the guy. He can do everything. He plays all levels of defense, and we haven't had a game changer on defense in a long time. Probably not since Justin Tuck. So I would love him here. Maybe JPP. I would love Isaiah Simmons. I think he's an absolute stud, and I would do that. So thank you so much for the $2. Boom! Appreciate it. My man Stephen Lilley, there he is, across the. It's 2:30 in the morning, sir. 2:30 in the morning to my man over here in the UK. Same thing at Belly 81. He's also from the UK, man. Brilly, my good man. Thank you so much, Stephen. Appreciate it. He says, my man, hope everything is good with you and yours. And no, I'm not the man. You are the man. No, how can I be the man when you're the man, Stephen Lilley? Hope everything's all. I don't know how this whole virus, this whole pandemic thing is going on over there in the UK. It's spreading like wildfire here in the United States. I don't know, you guys in the UK, is it the same thing over there where you're shutting everything down? Your restaurants, your bars, your movie theaters, the mall, the schools, everything is shut down here. Like I'm actually working from home. Started today. I'm starting to work from home. But thank you so much for the £5. Boom! Appreciate it. As a matter of fact, supposedly somebody I worked with was in contact with somebody that had the virus. So now they're awaiting tests and to see if this person that we were in contact with on Friday has the whole thing because he's sick and blah, blah, blah. I'm not sick. I'm fine. I'm not getting this thing. And if I do, I'll kick its ass. You guys see the damn video I did today? I will kick this thing's ass. I had somebody tell me, it was funny, somebody said to me when they looked at that video, they go, damn, man, he goes, you look so much smaller on your stream. I said, that's because I hide everything, man. You can't see really anything down, and my shirts are huge on me now. I always buy big shirts anyway, but after losing 30 pounds, they're enormous on me. But I agree, Burn and Join. I think it is ridiculous, too. I do. And unfortunately, this is all we hear about every day. There's nothing else to talk about except for that, because this thing has taken everything away from everybody. You know, all right, no problem there, LSU Tigers. Have a great night, man. Appreciate you swinging by for a second. QC, what's going on, QC? It's going stupid nuts. Don't listen and panic and buy everything. Everybody knows. I agree with you. I agree. I don't panic. As I told people, man. They did say I'm small, Steven. They weren't wrong. Listen, I tell people all the time, be cautious about this whole thing. Don't be an idiot like Rudy Gobert was and touch everything, stick your hands in your mouth. Wash your hands and stuff, but don't live your life in fear. I mean, you can't live your life in fear, guys. You can't live your life in fear. You gotta live your life. Now, it just sucks. I don't have the gym. I've been running the last 2 days, and I hate running because it's cold out here, man. It's like low 40s, middle 40s. It's cloudy. It's windy. Like, it sucks to run in that. If it was the middle of May and it's 75 degrees and sunny out, man, I love it. I may be doing it in May because God only knows when this thing's gonna clear up, you know. It is just, I agree that the media is causing complete and utter panic with everybody, and it is ridiculous. It is crazy because, a lot of people are catching this thing, but the percentage of people dying from it is small. But I guess if you have, 500,000 people, that is going to kill a lot of people. So I get it, and I don't get it at the same time. But I'm going to be cautious. I mean, it's just me, my wife, and my child here. You can't go anywhere. You can't be in groups of people. I run by myself. I don't work out with anybody anymore. I'm not in the gym. I don't go to work. I don't do anything now. I sit at home, and then, I go running when my day's up. I work from home, and then, at 4 o'clock, I go out and I run. And I use my Bowflex. I use that thing for the first time in probably 15 years today, and you can't do as many exercises on that thing as I would like, but at least I can keep it up. At least I can do something with it. Can the Bucs get Josh Gordon? They could. 4,000 people already died around the world. Yes, I know, but how many cases have they had? I know Italy got hammered. I know they got hammered. What's going on, Big Ben? What's going on there, BJ? One people sense ain't small. What's going on? I bleed blue. Gator Hater and Old Nation. What's going on, man? Brock Kitchline, how you doing? Thank you for your stream. Jeffrey Abbey, what is going on, brother? Thank you for swinging by. I love that the Eagles slept their free agency. The Eagle fans are saying they're going to stink. I hope they do. But that's what I'm just saying. Italy got hammered. Durant got corona. Yes, I know he did. Yeah, well, I was hoping. Yeah, that you got to put it there, MH, because listen, if a woman is wearing those pants, where the hell is a guy going to look, right? He's going to look right there, and he's going to see my logo, and he's going to say, what the hell is Baddog Sports? That's strategically placed. That's called marketing, MH. MH, you always tell me to flex on him. Go watch my video where I'm doing my bicep curls today. Go watch that video, MH. You'll appreciate that. I am a nerd now, Stephen Lilley. There's no doubt about that. We all are at this point. We all are. We all are nerds at this point. We're all in our basements interacting with people on the internet because you can't have any human contact anymore. You can't be in any group of people. This is how you got to interact. This is why I'm streaming. I'm probably going to stream 3 days a week. I'll probably be back on Friday night too because this is all I got. This is you guys and girls. This is how we got to interact with one another. You can't do anything anymore. Oh, you did watch a video. There you go, MH. What's going on, Brandon Rogers? Thank you for joining the stream. What's up, Michael Farr? What's going on, guys? I'm not a truck driver out there delivering. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you're a truck driver. Oh, shit. Well, you're working hard then, Steven. I didn't know you were a truck driver. Can you deliver me some toilet paper? Because Lord knows that's a hot commodity. Toilet paper. Yeah, I know. Brock, but I think they know you're kind of in. You may have that $40 million, but trust me, that's going to get sucked up with these contracts coming up. You got to remember, going into next year, you guys are really in cap trouble. So I don't really know. Maybe there was nothing out there. I don't know who you guys wanted. I don't know. But everybody loves Howie Roseman at one point, and now everybody hates him. Again, it's Eagles fans. They're way up here, they're way down here. There's no in between with the Eagles fans. I don't know who you guys wanted. What's going on there, Gil Soda? Hey, Total Nerdbots. Taylor's in the house. Oh, my God. Taylor, how you been? Taylor's birthday is coming up, just in case you didn't know, everybody. Taylor's birthday is in about 3 weeks. I know what day it is. Her birthday is April 7th. You want to know how I know that one? It's my son's birthday, so I'll never forget. I'll never forget Taylor's birthday for as long as I live, because it's the same as my son. My young son, not my oldest one. What is going on, World Wide West? Thank you for joining the stream, sir. Appreciate it. But you're right, Taylor. They are making us all introverts at this point. I know I've been saying the Eagles are in trouble for a long time, Gil. They're going to be. They're going to be. 79 Steve, what's up, man? Svi Mizrahi, how you doing? Absolutely, man. Screw them indeed. Yes, Cam Fleming signs with the Giants. Indeed. Yeah, you got it, Taylor. Good to see you, my lady. Oh, yes, she's 55. And I don't know how old Taylor is. 27? 28? She's in her 20s. Still young. Steven Evans, you son of a bitch. What's going on? Jacob Kaiser, man, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Brilly. Get Chris in Skype. Well, if he's around later, I will. I can definitely get him in Skype if he's around later. Last time he was in the stream, so I knew. I don't know what he's doing right now, but Tackler Simmons. I still want Isaiah Simmons, Jacob. I still want Isaiah Simmons. I just think Isaiah Simmons is a complete and utter game changer. And listen, your left tackles are hit or miss, but I don't think Simmons is a bust. I think Simmons could really produce on that side of the ball and tie this whole defense together, especially with that coaching staff that we have. I would love Isaiah Simmons. It's the guy that I want. I did a video on it. He's still the guy that I want. If we traded back and went offensive tackle, I get it. I always said, dream case scenario, we're not trading with the Raiders now, but if we trade with the Jags, I don't know who the Jags want to step up and get. They traded, Nick Foles. Gardner Minshew stinks. But they traded Foles. But if we could trade with the Jags, say the Jags wanted Isaiah Simmons, and we traded back and got number 9, then you could go Wirfs at 9 or Wills at 9, and maybe Kenneth Murray at 20. Well, I love Kenneth Murray. He's not as good as Isaiah Simmons, but he's probably a poor man's Isaiah Simmons. It is. So I certainly wouldn't mind that. But thank you so much on a $2. Boom! Appreciate that very much. Oh, he's streaming now. Well, there you go. I knew he was streaming. What am I talking about? And I hate that I have to stream the same time he is, but unfortunately, I have to work around my schedule. I can't work around his. And even though, like I said, I'm working from home, I still have to work till 4:30. And then the only difference is there's no commute. I make dinner for my wife and kid. And then, I make dinner for them, Mrs. and little Baddog. And then I go running because I have no gym. And then I hit the Bowflex, and again, I'm done at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, and I want to hang out with them. So my streams still have to be at 10:30. Uncle Lou, man, thanks so much for the super chat. Is this your this is your regular channel? I see. Uncle Lou, man, thanks for the super chat, bro. I appreciate it so much. By the way, anybody that hasn't subbed his channel right now, I wish I had your other channel, his backup channel. Anybody that hasn't subbed up Uncle Lou doesn't know Uncle Lou. Probably the best college video maker on LouTube. I'm sorry. Seriously, this guy is phenomenal at what he does. I mean, he is. Anytime I want college football information, that's where I go. I go to him. He knows so much about everything. A huge Bulldogs fan. But, I mean, if you guys want to know something about college football, you want to know how good a player is coming out of the draft, that's your guy. Uncle Lou is your guy, man. He says, which quarterback of the Cardinals we drafting? They got their guy. They got the center fielder out of Oklahoma, Lou. Thank you so much for the $10. Lou! Appreciate it, Uncle Lou. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate that. But, yeah, they already got their center fielder. There's his backup channel. And I'll make this a mod too. But if you guys could sub that up, sub his backup channel, Uncle Lou on LouTube, sub that channel up if you guys have not. Definitely check that out. Right now he's got the other, I think the main one is on private, or the videos are on private at the moment. So check out the backup channel if you guys get a chance. And again, I'm telling you, you won't regret it. You guys like college football, or you want to know something about a player, or ask him. I mean, he has a morning show every morning. I believe I could be wrong, but I believe they start at 8 o'clock, Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning, and then Tuesday and Thursday night is it 10, Uncle Lou? I forgot when that starts on Tuesday and Thursday night. But he has talk shows 5 days a week, so check, and they're very entertaining, so check them out if you get a chance. NY Beast, what's going on? Rock Andy Smith, saw my Brady video. Well, thank you for watching it. I appreciate it very much. NY Sports MC, what's going on, man? Who I think the Giants are going to draft? I hope they take Simmons myself. I want Isaiah Simmons. It's the guy that I've wanted forever. No, I get it, Steven. I get it, but you know what? Even if we took a left tackle, Jones could still get hurt. I mean, think about it. We took Eric Flowers 9th overall. He sucked. And we paid a guy that was really good in New England, and Nate Solder a lot of money, and he sucked. You never know. I mean, we could draft Tristan Wirfs or Andrew Thomas or Jedrick Wills, and they could suck in the NFL, and he could still get hurt. I just think that Isaiah Simmons is more of a can't-miss prospect than any lineman. It's just my feeling. And if we're going to draft a lineman, I want to trade back. I don't want to draft a lineman at 4. That's just the way I am. Isaiah Simmons is worth the number 4 pick. I don't think any left tackle in this draft is worth the number 4 pick. Sorry about that, Steven. Yes, Eric Flowers. Eric Flowers got paid though. He got $30 million for 3 years, man. He got 3 years, $30 million. I agree with you, Jeffrey. Take the sure thing. Take the sure thing. Yeah, Jared, it sucks. I know, man. But you know what? That's why we do these streams. That's why a lot of us are on here. Your Uncle Lou's, your Philly 500s, the Entertainer Talking Sports is, we live stream because, we have to get through this together. We're all dying. Everybody in these streams is dying for sports. And I know it sucks, man. Like I said, this pandemic has taken everything away from us. It's not just sports. It's like I said, it's my livelihood is the gym. The gym always was an hour and a half of me getting my mind right, getting away from stuff and focusing on nothing but getting myself in shape. That was what that was for me. That was sanity for me. They took that away from me, and I'm already insane. They took that away from me. Okay, that kills me. Then they take your restaurants away. You can't go to restaurants. So you can't go out. You can't hang out anywhere. You can't do nothing. You have to sit in your house. You can go pick stuff up, but you got to bring it back to your house. You can't do anything. You can't hang out. There's nothing to do. They've taken everything away from us, not just the sports. At least if we had sports, we could sit in the house and watch it. We don't even have that. So I'm watching. I have an NFL Network on, and I'm not watching the Super Bowl because I'm going to vomit in my mouth again if I have to watch the Eagles win the Super Bowl. So I'll turn that off and go to Sports Center. I'm not watching that Super Bowl ever again. But no, I hear you, Jeffrey. But I have to work from home, so I don't get to rest. Justin Broberg, what's going on? I know no Laker dog till June. It's awful. I watch marble racing. It's very entertaining. Might have to go that way. My belly's allergic to the gym. Oh, man, that's a tough one, Steven. Stay away from all the belly exercises. That's all. You can clean up your diet. You don't have to go to the gym. You can clean up your diet. That's how I lost all the weight I did. Burn and Joy, man, thank you for the super chat, bro. I appreciate that so much, my man. Brilly. He just says, hey, Baddog. He has $2. Have it. Thank you so much for the $2. Boom! And since his name is Burn and Joint, let me just say this. Even though there's no sports, for old time's sake, 4:20 to go in the first quarter, 4:20 to go. 4:20 crew, smoke them because you got them. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. That's for all my 4:20 crew if they're in here. Senior year's taken away. Exactly, Karamba. I agree. And that's another thing. It's taken away people that graduate college, high school, all this stuff. It's taken away all that. It has taken away everything from everybody. So it sucks. That's why we do these. Like I said, I need you guys. Yeah, and MH said you're still going crazy. Yes, you're going to see me have that in parentheses every time I do a live stream because I am going crazy. I'm going to go stir crazy. In upstate New York, it is cold and crappy during the winter. This time of year, even though it's starting to warm up a little bit, it's still cloudy and, like I said, middle 40s. It's still kind of raw outside. But you're going to get to a point where it's really nice and you're going to want to be out there. And there's going to be nothing to do. We've been trapped inside for the last 4 months as it is. Now they're going to trap us again maybe throughout the summer, and then we're going to have to go back into the winter. Who the hell wants to do that? Oh, yes, it hates. I got you, Steven. Well, if you're allergic to it, you're allergic to it. I don't know what to say, man. I tell you, Sarah, me too. Verified Kobe's in the house. What's going on? Verified Kobe lives up here around me, so he gets it. I'm a teacher, and I'm laid off. Yeah, it sucks. That sucks. That's terrible. I mean, a lot of people are laid off, and that's why I said I was talking to the general manager at my gym, and she said the same thing. I joked around with her. I was like, Pat. I said, listen. I said, if I let you test me every time I walk through the door, will you keep the gym open for me? She laughed a little bit, and obviously she's like, well, we're all laid off. I mean, they're not going to pay them, so they're all laid off until the foreseeable future. Everybody that works at the gym lost their job. Sucks. It sucks. It's awful. What's going on, Andrew K? Tev 901, Culver Towns, Jaded Inc. How you doing? Oh God, I don't even know the 2021 free agents yet, Jaded. I have no idea. No idea who we got, man. Culver, what's going on there? Chris Leone, and my thoughts about Bill O'Brien and what he said to Hopkins. Oh, I read that on Twitter. Bill O'Brien's an idiot. I say this all the time. The Texans win in spite of Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien is a moron, and look at the trade. He got nothing. How good does Odell Beckham's trade look now? Look at what the Bills gave up to get Stephon Diggs, and then look at what the Cardinals had to give up to get DeAndre Hopkins. Bill O'Brien, I don't even know how the guy has a job. He must have pictures or something. He's got some kind of hold over the ownership there in Houston. I don't know. I miss the Bronx Bombers too, man. Mutt gods, what's going on, man? They were joining the stream. Dan D, what's going on, man? This is true. You never know, man. You got right an hour away from me, exactly. So you're in upstate New York too, so you get it. Well, you never know, Culvertowns. They've canceled all activities, so what does free league mean? There's no games. I guess there is no games right now. I don't. Yeah, the MLB season got knocked back into May, right? In the UK, the government isn't shutting anything. The companies are doing it themselves, like cinemas, and people got a petition to force the government to shut schools. Oh, yeah, we've shut everything down here. Everything is down. You can still go pick up, like the non-essential businesses had to close. You can still go pick up your food from a restaurant. Your banks have to stay open. The grocery stores got to stay open. That type of thing. They have to, because it's essential that you get your food and your drinks and everything else. I mean, you need that stuff. And then, of course, in a bank, you need money. People need money to pay bills. So, yeah, I mean, those things got to stay open. But everything else is pretty much gone. They changed hours. They've shortened hours for these things, too. So, it's crazy. What, marble racing? I guess it's pretty literal. You know what I mean? I guess it would be pretty literal. Hold on a second, guys. Marble racing. I should, UFC is still going on. I mean, I definitely could do that. You know. I'll tell you this. Oh, someone asked me about Cam Fleming. I guess the Giant, well, it's not surprising. I mean, it's a Joe Judge guy, right? So, I mean, I'm surprised they didn't bring more Patriots in here. But hopefully, Cam Fleming is better than Nate Solder's been. Another former Patriot, you know. Get better than the weather. I'm not even talking about betting. I'm talking about streaming. You know what I mean? Yes, Buff. Oh God, there we go. Buff Dog. Yeah, there we go. There's a thumbnail of what the heck? Oh, there it is. There it is. Someone took my thumbnail from me working out. There you go. That's MH. You didn't need to time him out. That's MH. Buff Dog is MH, guys. Buff Dog is MH. It's not a doubt in my mind. Oh man, UFC is. Oh, I didn't even know that. They just had one. Afghanistan. What's going on, John Viveros? I am okay, sir. My HTH account is still hidden. That doesn't make any sense. A hot take hockey. I don't understand. I have to look at my stuff. I don't know how you would have gotten hidden. That is really strange. Who do I want with the fourth overall pick? Oceanside boy, Isaiah Simmons. That's the guy I want. If the Giants are going to take an offensive tackle, they better trade back. But I want Isaiah Simmons fourth. I did the video on it. I've wanted Isaiah Simmons since we fell out of the number 2 spot after we beat after we beat Washington. I knew that we weren't getting Chase Young, and I want Isaiah Simmons. So we'll see. I know. I tell you, Dan, I'm bored because nobody likes to work, but I'd much rather drive out of my house and go to work and be around people and then sit in my house all day, every day. And then when you can go out, what are you going to do? Nothing. I go out to run. This is what I go out to do. You go for a drive, I guess. What are you going to do? Let me go pick up some food. Then what do? You go back home. There's nothing. What's going on, Sonny? Thank you for joining the stream, sir. I appreciate that. Who do you think we need each other more? Oh, we're going to find out, Jay, today. We're going to find out. We're going to find out, man. I appreciate that, Bella81. I appreciate that very much, man. Just got there. Moose Kamal's in the house. What's going on, Moose? You think Gettleman would fight? Yeah, absolutely, Alex. If the Giants have another really bad season, Gettleman's not making it through 2020, and I think Gettleman knows this. I think Gettleman knows that for sure. Yeah, Jared, I'm going to imagine that the baseball is not going to play 162 games. The only thing that we have going for us is maybe the Yankees will be healthy by the time they start. What's going on there, Dan? You think Belichick is destroying the Pats? I don't think so. I just think Belichick didn't want to pay Brady $30 million for a team that is, kind of starting to fall off a little bit. And Belichick's not going to be there much longer either. So I appreciate that, Sarah. Thank you. When I think about Cam Fleming, well, it bolsters our offensive line. And again, hopefully he's better than Nate Solder was. But it doesn't surprise me when the Giants took a Patriot, somebody that Joe Judge had worked with. So he definitely can't hurt our offensive line. We'll put it that way. Somebody had to replace Mike Remmers. There you go. But we'll see what happens. I tell you, Cowboys longer. Yes, the windows, the walls start to close in on you. Yeah, Brandon. Like I said earlier, I know he's live, but I can't work around his schedule. I got to work around mine. I have a very limited time to do live streams. Even working from home, I still have limited time to do these things because, again, I have a wife and kid that I want to spend time with. Now I'm going to be able to spend more time with them because they're both going to be home, so maybe I can do it a little earlier from now on. Because my wife is going to be working from home as well. So both of us work from home. My son's here, so obviously, I have all day with them. So maybe, I can start doing these earlier. But like I said, even after I'm done working for the day, I make dinner for them. I go running now. I walk a mile, then I run a mile, then I walk a mile, then I run a mile. And then I come home and I've been using my Bowflex. And I'm done working out at about 7 like I normally am. And then I want to spend some time with them. And I come down here at 10:30. I lose sleep every time I stream. I'll just put it that way. That's what my schedule is. I have to work my YouTube around my schedule because YouTube's a hobby. I'm not looking to do this full time. So there's not much I can do. I have to do it when I can do it. And that's really it. Yes, this is true, Stephen. I've heard this. There will be no more. There will be no more little bad dogs. I can tell you that right now. There will be no more. I'm 43, almost 44. I'm not looking to have any more at this point. I appreciate that, John. Thank you, sir. I have to find out what's going on with that hot take hockey thing. I don't understand how you're hidden. That's probably what's going to happen, NY Beast. What position will the Giants obtain next? No, we really don't have any more money. So free agency, we're done, but it's got to be the draft is where we're going to do stuff. I do think Nick Gates can start at right tackle. Nick Gates was fantastic for us last year, so I definitely think Nick Gates could be big time for us right now, without a doubt. I think Nick Gates could definitely start over there. What TV shows have I seen lately? Nothing. I don't watch TV shows. You know what I've been watching? I've been streaming MST3K, Mystery Science Theater 3000. Watching that stuff again. I actually started watching the Dukes of Hazzard today. I haven't seen the Dukes of Hazzard in forever. I grew up with that show in the early 80s. I'll tell you what, when you're 5 years old, in 1981, when you're 5, you don't appreciate, I think her name's Catherine Bach, the woman that played Daisy Duke. You don't appreciate her when you're 5. When you're 43 and you go back and look and you sit there and go, damn, I see what all the hubbubaloo was about back in the day. Now I understand because I didn't get it. And I haven't watched the Dukes of Hazzard in 30 years. Moved down to New York, of course, Josh. I just heard that the thing got canceled. It got canceled. Thank you, Glenn Noel. Appreciate that. And I didn't even know because I don't. Like I was talking about this during one of the Lakers when I redid the Lakers game, and I just couldn't get into doing a replay of a game. I tried it. My heart's in it. As I said with UFC, I don't watch it. I'm not interested in it. So trying to stream a UFC event, I wouldn't have my heart in it, and the work would suffer. So I couldn't do it, but there was nothing else to stream. I still wouldn't want to do it. Trinity Lauber, what's going on? Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate that. Hope all is well with Lou. Lou's good. Daisy Dukes, indeed. Yep. Daisy Dukes, without a doubt. But to answer Noah's question, it's got to be Isaiah Simmons. It's got to be our next guy we go after. I thought about doing the Breaking Bad. Crazy Wolfman, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream, sir. But I got to get the Netflix password, and I don't remember what the hell it is. If you want, I can help you with movies and TV shows. If you put Plex on your TV, whether TV stick you might have. I have an Amazon Fire Stick. The one movie I've been wanting to watch, for some reason, I heard this song by the Commodores the other day called "Oh No," and as soon as I heard this song, it took me back to the movie Last American Virgin, and I've been looking for that. I've been watching clips of that movie because I hadn't seen it in so long, and I remember the ending of that just being the ending of it being like a heartbreaker. And I always remember the ending because usually there's happy endings, and there's not a happy ending in this movie. And I wanted to watch that, but nothing has it. Like, I'm going to have to buy, and I can't buy anything from Amazon because Amazon's only delivering essentials. Amazon's not delivering video games and movies and whatever. They're not delivering anything anymore. So, but I wanted to watch that. That was a movie that I wanted to watch. And everything else that I want to watch, they want you to, like, everything's on Stars. And I will have to pay for Stars, and I don't want to pay for Stars. But everything's on Stars. The Breakfast Club is on Stars. 48 Hours is on Stars. Bloodsport's on Stars. It sucks. Get Downloader on your Fire Stick and download a Cinema app. I have to look at all this stuff. You can do that. Put Plex on your Amazon Fire Stick. Give me the 4-digit code, and I'll open all my movies and TV shows. I have no idea how that works. I'm pretty inept when it comes to using one of these things. I'm surprised I even get it to work. Honestly, man. What are my thoughts on trading Evan? I wish we could trade Evan Ingram. I wish we could trade Evan Ingram. Not even for a center, for like a pick. Evan Ingram's not going to be here next year, so we might as well get something for him. Jada Dink, I was talking about that earlier. Now, Antonio Brown, although he's older, to put him with Godwin Evans and Antonio Brown with Tom Brady, be a fun offense to watch. I can tell you that right now. I don't have Discord yet, no. Diggy, my man, what is going on? Diggy's in the house. Well, I know Diggy a long time on here, back in the Giants Mafia days. What's up, man? Good to see you. Hope all is well, sir. Hope all is well, my man. What do I think of Fleming? Hey, any upgrade, anything that can help our offensive line, and I think he upgrades it, but we needed him for sure. We need depth on the offensive line. So it's 1 year. It's not a bad move. And I don't know why these guys text me at 11 o'clock at night. They don't know that I'm streaming, but, if I'm not streaming at this time, I'm sleeping. So why would you text me at 11 o'clock? I understand some of these guys don't work at all, but, come on, man. Yes, well, Tev, I was of age with Kelly Bundy. I was definitely of age. I was in my middle teens when that show ran, so I definitely was definitely doing that. How long have I been live, Andres? About 38 minutes right now. I know. I just wouldn't even. The problem is, Steven, I wouldn't even be on the Discord. That's the problem. I wouldn't even use it. That's why I haven't opened it. Detonator, the booty man, is in the house. Comes in with the JETS, Jets. They didn't do much this offseason either. Which NFC East team's having the best offseason? Honestly, the Giants, in my opinion. I think the Giants have had the best offseason. I think the Cowboys overpaid Amari Cooper. They tagged Dak Prescott. The Eagles have done nothing. The Redskins really haven't done much either. I honestly think the Giants have had the best offseason in the NFC East. I think overall, Miami's had the best offseason. Miami added some really nice pieces. Yes, they paid, but they had the money to pay. Miami's done a really good job. Really good job. Yeah, Crazy Wolf, man. It's definitely possible to trade down with the Chargers. I still want Isaiah Simmons. I still want that kid. We need him. Thoughts like Gronk at the WWE. I don't watch WWE hot take hockey, but I heard that he was going to do it. And he talked about that a couple years ago. So, I don't know. I guess it'll be interesting to see how he does. It's not like you can just jump in the ring and do stuff. You have to train that. And I don't know how much he's trained. Miami is killing it. The Colts have gotten better. The Colts are good anyway, Sarah. Virus gave me a chance. Well, if there's a positive, Diggy. It got you to make videos again. There you go. There's not much else to do, my man. Not much else to do for sure there. Bears and Cardinals have made great moves. The Bears, I don't know. I don't know about the Bears. The Nick Foles trade, I think they got hosed on that, man. Cardinals have made good moves. The DeAndre Hopkins move was fantastic. The DeAndre Hopkins move obviously was the best move anybody made this whole offseason. I didn't see what the Ravens did a good job too. They did a good job too. What's your number? I'll ring you from England to help you with the Plex. I also have a ton of kids shows for Little Baddog. I have a lot of kids shows. Those are always there. Are you on Twitter, Steven? If you're on Twitter, follow me. I'll give you my number. You can always call me. We draft Simmons, and Conley and Simmons are the nickel backers. And Scrubs sit the bench. Well, that's is true, but they didn't sign them for. You gotta Conley. You don't know if he's gonna come back healthy. That's first and foremost. And even so, it's depth. You know what I mean? It's depth. I didn't really care for the Blake Martinez signing. I understand why we did it, but I didn't really care for that. But, I mean, they might have to sit the bench. But we can never stay healthy anyway. And we need depth at linebacker. But I freaking want Isaiah Simmons. We could trade for Darius Slay with him wanting it. I don't know what we'd have to give up. But then where is he going to play? We just signed Bradbury. You got DeAndre Baker at the other corner. I mean, you could sign Slay. I don't know what we'd have to trade for him, but you could always put him over on the other cornerback spot, and then you could put Baker in the nickel and have him play nickel back instead of Grant Haley or nickel. So I don't know. I don't know what we'd have to give up for Darius Slay. Tom Brady to Tampa. Was that a good deal? I don't think it hurts. It's Michael Russell. That was the most interesting thing that happened this whole offseason. You think Foles will succeed in Chicago? Maybe. But he can't stay healthy, and he's getting paid a ton of money. The Jacksonville Jaguars overpaid the hell out of Nick Foles. So I don't know. Seemed to like the Blake Martinez thing. No, I wasn't a big fan of that. Definitely, I think that's a Crazy Wolf man. I think that's a definite possibility. We're thin at safety. So definitely, I think they can move him to free safety. He played well at safety, so I think that you could move Love to free safety for sure. But we're still thin there. They released Bethea, so obviously they have another spot there. You think Foles is washed? I don't know if he's washed, but they definitely paid him too much. Linval Joseph was a guy I wish the Giants never got rid of, man. He was good. Very nice. I didn't even see that he said that on Twitter. Martinez gets all of his tackles 6 yards out. Yeah, that's not what you want either. That's what I'm saying, Mike. I wish they never got rid of Linval Joseph. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Martinez thing. Again, 3 years, $30 million. You're not going to kill him. It's not a huge contract. We can get out after 2 years. But I wish that I would have rather signed somebody else. Now, I wanted Littleton, but a lot of people made a good point when I talked about Leonard Floyd today in the video that Littleton probably didn't want to come here, the New York taxes, everything else. He was a West Coast guy, so it made sense. And that was a good point. I didn't think about that, when I was talking about that. The one guy I don't want the Giants to draft is Beckham. He has crazy looks. Got to be a bust. His weight's always... Yeah, I don't want any of these guys number 4. And I'm not a big Becton guy either. I like Wills, and I like Tristan Wirfs. I like Andrew Thomas. I like those 3 guys. Oh, God, Antonio Hamilton was awful. As was Ballantyne. But this is the thing I'm going to say, Crazy Wolfman. I don't know how much of that is them being really bad or bet your system, because Baker... It seemed like the secondary had a hard time adapting to the Betcher system. It seemed like they all struggled, all of them, with his system. So I don't know. I don't know how much of that was a system or how much it's lack of talent. I think you're going to have to try them there just to see what it is. I am Phil84. What's going on, man? Good to see you, sir. Thank you for joining the stream. Meet Tarhan's in the house. What's going on, man? Texas Liberty. What is going on, brother? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs of all ages, by the power of Grayskull, he is Baddog! Like He-Man. What's going on, man? Cam stay with the Panthers. I don't know. I think the Bears should have went after Cam Newton, honestly. That's what I think they should have went. Cam goes to the Pats. That's not a bad call there, Steven. Cam Newton went to the Patriots. He might succeed there for sure. Would I be mad if we drafted Andrew Thomas? No. I don't really want them drafting him fourth, but I would not be mad if they drafted him. There's Jamal Adams. What's going on, man? Oh, boom, Saquon Barkley. What's going on, Jamal? Good to see you, sir. Hope everybody is staying safe and staying healthy in the chat, by the way, because, again, we are living in crazy-ass times, and I appreciate you guys and girls coming in here and hanging out with me to give us a little sanity with really nothing to talk about. I mean, after NFL free agency's over, then what the hell are we going to talk about? Then we're just going to do some stuff. I thought about actually doing a stream. I always have younger guys, anyway, ask me a lot about women. I was thinking to myself, like, I had to do a stream just talking about that. Give you young guys some advice on what to do with these freaking ladies out there nowadays. I could write a book on this stuff. Seriously. Which team is the Giants going to trade down? Probably the Chargers, because they would want to jump Miami, is my guess. Maybe Jacksonville. We have the same thumbnails on our streams. That happens. A lot of people use that thumbnail. A lot of people, that's a thumbnail for a lot of streams of Ish, without a doubt. What's going on? The Saturday flight? Obviously, Cam and Tampa. Well, you're not going to see him there. No. Foles going to fare the Bears. This is true. The Bears have never had a good quarterback in my lifetime. Never. Jim Harbaugh, maybe, was the best one. He stunk. Well, hopefully they have the draft, Andres. Hopefully they even have it. Hopefully they even do the draft this year. You're at school for 3 weeks? Yeah, you're lucky, Michael. There's talk about up here in New York that schools are done for the year. Done for the year up here. Yeah, well, I don't know. I at my age, Jaden, I'd probably fall apart. I always say that. I am strong, but let's face it, tackling a guy that's half my age would probably kill me. Yeah, I hear you, Sarah. Same here. Best advice for all the guys with women is simple. Just talk to them and don't make it all about yourself. Be confident. Well, this is true, but there's a lot of other aspects that go into this thing. And I could talk about, like I said, I could do a whole stream on that for sure. Draft will happen without public. That could happen. They could definitely do that. Yeah, Cutler, I guess. They were terrible. You're surprised Chris Harris went to L.A.? I didn't even know he went to L.A. Are you sad that NBA suspended their season? I'm very sad the NBA suspended their season. Absolutely. What's going on, CTO the bro? I love doing the NBA streams. We'll see, Brock. It'll be interesting to see what he does there. That's exactly what I'm saying, Crazy Wolfman. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's quick, and they're quick contracts, and if they're bad, you get out of them after 2 years. You're not saddled with the cap hell that Gettleman had to come in and take over because Jerry Reese screwed us. 24 hours stream. I couldn't do 24 hours on it. I probably talked for about an hour. Katie got corona for being a snake. He could have, man. Happy wife, happy life, happy spouse, happy house. Just keep him happy. Well, I'm not talking about people that are married. I'm talking about single guys out there. I'm surprised the Raiders didn't go for Brady myself. Why they went for Mariota is beyond me. Of course, Diggy. Of course that would happen. And me, streaming all the Laker games like I do and having such a blast and them really starting to take off. I mean, well, they were good all year. I can't say really taking off, but I was so excited for the playoffs, and now we lost it. I mean, I was working on getting sponsors for my channel for the NBA playoffs because those streams could have been so epic, and now they have to be put on hold. Really? If Delpit falls in the second round, absolutely. I don't think he will. Also, Jada, I mean, our piece in the second round is very high, so it's almost like a late first round pick. You can probably trade back up into the first round. Giants have a lot of options in the draft. It'll be interesting to see how they do. Claudio wants $20 million a year. He's not going to get it. Lots of money certainly helps. No doubt about that, Meat. Then trust me, I speak from experience. When I was younger, with that, lots of money certainly does help. Lots of money helps. Bring on Simmons. I agree, Logan. I want Simmons. That's the guy that I want for sure. Mariota is the back of a competition. To who? Carr? I thought they were going to get rid of Carr. I still don't know what the hell they took Mariota for. So maybe they get rid of Carr. I don't know. Draft Simmons or Chase Young. Well, if Chase Young is there, you got to take Chase Young. I can't see him falling to 4 unless the Skins trade back behind us and the Lions pass on him. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the hell the Mariota thing was for. I don't know. I'd like to attack receiver in the draft, not till later. Who am I? My favorite late round wide receiver is Colin Johnson. I mentioned this in my last live stream. Colin Johnson in the 3rd or 4th round from Texas? Absolutely. If Colin Johnson is there later in the draft, you take him. He's 6'6", 225, 230. He's got great hands. And I always liked him at the University of Texas. Every time, now granted, a lot of teams tore up Oklahoma because Oklahoma don't play defense, okay? But Colin Johnson always killed us. And I really like him. You got to remember, Eli Manning, his second year, got the big target in Plaxico Burress, 6'5", 230. Well, Colin Johnson's that size. And again, he's a good wide receiver that may fall down into the 3rd or 4th round. If Colin Johnson is there, that's the receiver I really like later in the draft. If you could get a big guy like that for a red zone target, I like Colin Johnson a lot. That's the guy I would take later in the draft. Yeah, we'll see. Good question, Diggy. It's a good question, man. After the physicals, we'll see. Dig Bick and Joe Mama. Dig Bick was HTTR. I don't see HTTR anymore. I don't know who Joe Mama is. I missed Dick Strong's not in the chat anymore. We used to see him all the time. He's gone. SpermCell don't come into the streams anymore. We don't ever see SpermCell. Not in mine anyway. He did comment on my video today, which I hadn't seen him in forever. What's going on, Karan, the basketball god? The physicals make sure that they're healthy and that they don't, they don't have any kind of problems, so they're not getting all this damn money if they're not healthy. S-God Gaming, what's up, man? You got a long time no see, sir. That could definitely happen, Meat. That could definitely happen. Where do I think Clowney goes? I think they're working with Seattle to get, I think they're trying to get him. I don't want Beckham at 4. Definitely not. Clowney's going to end up in Seattle. I think he's going to stay there. I think the Chiefs will win the AFC. Well, got to wait for the draft, but they're certainly the favorite to do it. Ferris Bueller's the best 80s movie. So many good movies in the 80s, man. I couldn't even tell you which one was my favorite, man. Eli Apple. I saw that. I did see that land, and I kind of laughed. Pete Nicoletti, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. Yeah, I agree. Winston shouldn't even be a backup Washington Park. Winston should go. But the Bears would have been better off taking Jameis Winston, in my opinion, than Nick Foles. Honest to God's truth. I mean, the guy turned the ball over a lot, yes. Dude threw for 5,000 yards last year. You didn't know I was that jacked. I know. Somebody said that to me. Maybe it was you in this. I don't remember. Somebody said that in that video. They go, you don't look that big on the stream. I said, that's because my shirts are enormous, and you can't really see me because of the way that camera is. So, yeah, I usually cover everything up. And I'll say this. It's funny at the gym because I go into the gym with a hoodie, or that Knicks coat I wear is like a 2X. So the shorts I wear are incredibly loose and long, so you really can't see anything. But once my top comes off and I start working out in that tank top, the looks I get are hilarious because you don't see it underneath the coat of the hoodie. You can't see that. But once that comes off and people get a look at it, especially the opposite sex, they seem to enjoy what they're looking at. Don't tell my wife. But they do. So that makes an old guy feel good when when they see that come out of there. They just don't, they don't understand that I'm old as dirt. They think I'm younger. A lot of actually the guys there think I'm younger too. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not that young. I don't need to flex. I got that video. I'm flexing enough on the video, man. Kid Blue is bigger than me. Well, that's not true, Steven, because if you go back and watch the live stream when I was at the Giants game at Kid Blue, you could see he's like a foot shorter than me. So we know that. I don't even think that I could. I don't even think that I could have a reaction like I did last year with the Daniel Jones reaction. I couldn't see it. Couldn't see it. What's up, Justin Leone? Big dog with the big guns. I try, man. Actually, I think I was around before Dirt, Steven. To be honest. Man, let's go. Yes. Oh, Jedi, my lady, what is going on? Good to see. Always good to see Last Jedi on the stream. Everybody's favorite Last Jedi. And also, you had Taylor in here earlier. I don't know if Taylor's still here, Jedi, but I got to see Taylor for like a split second. She was in here earlier. It was good to see that. Yeah, DWG next to Kid Blue was hilarious, man. That is a pick because DWG is 6'7", Kid Blue's 5 foot. So it's funny. Simmons, Ruiz at Claypool first 3 rounds. Well, I'll tell you what, Vintage, it'll depend on what we do. We could trade back up into the first round. Simmons is the guy that I want first. If we're not trading down and we're keeping that number 4 pick, give me Isaiah Simmons. Do I think the Chiefs will win the Super Bowl again or the same team? They probably odds-on favorite. Karan. Probably the odds-on favorite. Did I have a good St. Patrick's Day? I guess. I mean, couldn't do anything. I didn't even realize it was St. Patrick's Day. No parades. No going out and getting your... I don't like corned beef and cabbage, but people go out and get that in restaurants. There's nothing to do. What did I do yesterday? I worked from home. I'm sorry. I went to work because I worked from home today. I went to work for the day. Came home, ran. I made dinner for my wife and son, and I went out for a run, and then I went and worked out on a Blowflex, and then I went to bed. It was really all it was. I forgot it was even St. Patrick's Day because there was no celebratory, things going on there. Where I think Clowney's going to go, Raymond, I think Clowney's going to end up with I think Clowney will end up with Seattle, honestly. I think he's going to end up back with Seattle. You know how my favorite team is for football? Probably the Patriots. The Chiefs? I can't see what that is in your thumbnail. I'm going to say the Chiefs. Do you have a curfew there? We don't have a curfew per se, but everything's closing early. Saquon Abel. I don't think we don't have money to re-sign Golden. We pretty much spent all of our money. Pretty much spent everything at this point, so we don't even have that. No, it's definitely not. You can laugh at whatever you like, Steven. No doubt about that. Oh, you're from Missouri. There you go. I want a Littleton too, Carl. Somebody made a really good point. A few people made good points in the Leonard Floyd video I did today that, maybe Littleton didn't want to come here. He's a West Coast guy. New York taxes are a lot higher. That he would have wanted more money to come here to cover the taxes. That's what it is. I don't think we can afford Clinton Dix. We don't have any money left. None. One of the $1,000 stimulus checks going out, I have no idea. No idea. You want to be stimulated. I think most Americans do at this point. It should be more than $1,000. What's $1,000 going to get you? We are going to do Talking Giants. I just don't know what day. It'll be tomorrow or Friday. Hopefully not Friday. I want to go live on Friday myself, but we'll see. Yeah, Carl, that was, like I said, it's not even my point. Somebody made the point in the video, and it was a really good point. Malcolm Jenkins, back to the Saints. That was a good signing for them, Jedi, for sure. The NFC South is going to be a really interesting division this year, without a doubt. Can we re-sign Tate? We already have Tate for 3 more years. Tyler Dare says, go Browns. Go Browns. Baker Mayfield. Golden Tate's not a free agent. Awesome. Moose Kamal playing Madden. I can't even tell you the last time I played Madden. Yeah, I heard about Kevon Wallace isn't a bad safety either in Unaga. Definitely not. Kevon Wallace is definitely somebody that could help us out. Christian Hinojosa, did he do a good job? I wouldn't say he did a really good job. He didn't do a bad job. The Blake Martinez one still kind of, I don't really like that. But the fact that these deals are shorter and you got these guys in their prime for 3 years and you don't have to pay them when they're 30 and 31, and these contracts aren't backloaded, he did a good job in that aspect. He did a good job with the contracts. And I did like the Bradbury signing very much. I would have liked to have seen us get Leonard Floyd. I wanted to draft Leonard Floyd, but even though he fell off with the Bears, but Corey Coleman gets what deal? I don't know if Corey Coleman's going to get a deal from us or not, honestly. Edge is a big concern. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, it's going to be competitive as hell, Jedi. Saints come on now and Jenkins retire a Saint. He definitely could. I have two favorite football teams, Chiefs and Browns. There you go. What are the chances at the playoffs until I still think we're a year away, Diggy, honestly. We'd have to play really well. I'm interested to see how the coaching staff gets it together. Like I said, I like Jason Garrett as the offensive coordinator. I think Daniel Jones is going to have a really good year for us if we play. Let's hope we do. Let's not turn this into no football. We'll die without football. The Giants I did hear about them bringing in Matt Moore as the backup. Yes, I did hear that. I should be that. I should be the security guard. Yeah, let me at it. Let me at him. What do you think? I think Buffalo's going to win the division. I think of the gym. Chris Leone. I'll take anybody to the gym. The problem is the gym's closed for the foreseeable future. It sucked, and I can't get you jacked. I can give you the tools to get you jacked. I can tell you how to do it, but I can't do it. You have to do it yourself. That's what upsets me so much. The gym is within walking distance of my house, and I actually walked by it because I told you I walk one way, then I run back, then I walk the other way, and I run back. So I walk to the gym, and I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday when I walked past gym, I cried. No BS. Because it is the gym means so much to me as far as, like I said, my sanity of just getting away from stuff for an hour and a half. And I need that to do that. I need to get away from everyday life. I need to get away from adulting and just think about working. Like, I have so much responsibility and crap that I have to do. That helped me stay sane, and I don't have it now. It sucks. And not to mention, I killed myself for the last 2.5 months to get that physique, and now I have to try to maintain it until they open it again, which isn't going to be easy because I don't have all those resources to do it. I got to do it with freaking running. It sucks. Yeah, I'll have a ton of cap space in 2021. Stephon Diggs is way better than Edelman. If we sign Leonard Williams, $12 million. Oh, that's definitely true. That's a good point, Vince Vintage. And they definitely could sign Leonard Williams because I think they're working on a contract. And I do think that they could restructure Solder. So it's a good point. Social distancing. Tried yoga? Hell no. I'm not doing any yoga. Hell no. Is Darius Slay going to I don't know where Darius Slay is going. I'm looking at this right now. I have it on ESPN. I don't want to put it on NFL Network because I think they still have that disgusting Super Bowl over there. Oh, God, the Cards getting Hopkins, man. That was way better. The Bills gave up a ton to get Diggs, and the Cardinals gave up nothing to get Hopkins. Where's Darius Slay going? I don't know. It's a good question. All right, you do the same thing, Crazy Wolf, man. I appreciate you swinging by, brother. And hopefully we see you soon. You know what? I'll go, actually. I don't really know if anything else is happening here as far as free agency's going. Is the NBA season over? I hope not, Washington Park, but they've delayed it into June, so I don't know how long they can go running. Feel strong about Simmons being drafted. We have Zoe as our only third down coverage linebacker. Conley Martinez. Listen, Jeffrey, I'm hoping like you. So we're on the same page with this one, Jeffrey. We both want Isaiah Simmons, and I'm all in for Isaiah Simmons. JJ Trill is in the house. Says Cowboys about to thrash y'all again. I love this guy, but we'll wait to have to see after the draft. You guys put a lot of money into Amari Cooper. You better hope that works out for you. We'll see. No, we don't have any coverage guys at all, Jeffrey. I completely agree with you. None. And Isaiah Simmons is a coverage guy. We definitely need him. I don't think the Cowboys are going to thrash us this year. Our division still sucks. I said this before. If the Giants can beat the Eagles and Cowboys this year, they got a chance to win the division. Seriously. You know we're sweeping the Skins. We sweep them every year. The Diggs trade pushed to. I think the Bills are winning the division. They just gave up a lot for them. But adding Hopkins with Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald, that's gonna be fun to watch too. Chris Leon, how can I be the man when you're the man? He's pretty athletic. I don't know, man. I'll be honest. I don't know much about Fackrell at all. I know Blake Martinez is not a coverage linebacker. That I didn't. I knew about Blake Martinez. I don't know much about Fackrell at all. It's not like I watch a lot of Packer games. Yeah, they did tag. Dak. The NFC East, indeed. The Colts got Rivers. I didn't see that. The Buckner deal was great for them. Buckner was great for them. That was a really good trade for the Colts. The Colts are going to be good. Why do I think the Bills win the division? Because the Bills were really good last year, almost beat the Patriots, and the Patriots are going to fall off. There's no Tom Brady there. Who's their quarterback? No Tom Brady, no division. As good as Belichick is, it's not Tom Brady. And a lot of their guys are gone. All right, NYG31, have a great night. I didn't even know you were in here, sir. I didn't even see you. He's pretty explosive. I'll have to check it out then. I don't know much about him at all. He could be. Well, they were talking about trading Diggs last year. So I guess we'll see exactly what they do. I don't know. Kyler Murray's going to be just fine. Simmons plays the box a lot. You guys need a value corner. May take Okudah, which I would disagree with. I don't think they're going to take Okudah. I think that they got their corner in Bradbury. I think that's why they went after him. I don't think they're going to go after Okudah. I think it'll be Simmons, and if Simmons isn't there, I think they'll trade back and take a lineman. If the Lions do take Isaiah Simmons, which is possible. Cam Newton definitely be better than Andy. Andy Dalton sucks, so Cam Newton would be way better for the Pats. You think the Colts got Rivers? I did not hear at all. I did not hear that at all. I didn't know Rivers went anywhere. The Birds only winning by a touchdown and the Giants by twice. There you go. An Eagles-Giants split shows the Birds only winning by a touchdown and the Giants by twice. I hope so. Zaire Smith, yeah. Well, hopefully. But did Fackrell play well because he had Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith? You also got to remember that sometimes these linebackers will look a lot better because of the pieces around them. You know what I'm saying? This happened with Maxwell when he left the Legion of Boom and went to Philly. He sucked in Philly because he didn't have all the surrounding parts. Sometimes your surrounding parts make you better. Garrett's going to turn Daniel Jones into a Pro Bowl quarterback, J.J. Trilla, and you know it. Without a doubt. Rivers of the Colts did not see that. Wow. So they have no faith in Jacoby Brissett. So wow, we're gonna have a lot of weird stuff. So Rivers, who's been in Los Angeles for 16 years, going to the Colts, that's gonna look weird. And Brady, after 20 years in New England, going to be with the Bucs. Strange. Wow. Thoughts about Gurley? I don't know, Master Source Rex. I don't know what Gurley's going to bring to the table. Rich Rivera, I don't know what we have. I don't know what we have for money, honestly. I don't think we have any money left. His best years before the Smiths. Oh, I didn't even know that. So, I didn't even know that. You said we always kill the Redskins or we're not going to beat them, but you don't think Young will change that? Well, maybe. I mean, it definitely could. Definitely could, without a doubt. I like Brissett more than Trubisky. Well, Brissett's definitely better than Trubisky. I mean, there's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. Yeah, Cameron Fleming to the Giants. That helps our offensive line for sure. You can see the Chiefs trading for Gurley. God, that'd be crazy. Spent $70 million on a busted defense. How's this year different? Well, defense will be better than it was last year, and we still have a high draft pick. And you guys are no good last year. Gave Amari Cooper $100 million. Talks about Bucks and Godwin for Cooks and Gurley. Wow, I don't know how they could get both Cooks and Gurley for Godwin. That'd be insane. See, I think Winston's better than that. He's not a great starting quarterback, but I think he's still a starter in this league. Definitely. I think he's still a starter. But, do I see the Dolphins being a surprise going 11-5? I don't see the Dolphins going 11-5. I think they'll be better, but I don't think they're that good yet. I don't think they're that good yet. I think Bradbury's going to be good too, honestly. I think he'll be I think he'll definitely shore up the corner spot, without a doubt, which will be good. And we need that. We need that veteran presence at that spot for sure. Definitely. Trubisky's worse than Dalton. Trubisky's way worse than Dalton. Trubisky's awful. I just think that the Bears traded up to get Trubisky when they had Watson and Mahomes on the board. Yeah, Brissett to the Pats, that could definitely happen too. Flacco will be a backup somewhere, Chris Jones. I think Flacco is going to be a backup somewhere. Dolphins could definitely be 7-9. My man, Philly 500. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it so much. Brilly, my man. Baddog is a mad dog because he knows the Giants always stink. Hashtag. I love when I send something to Philly 500 and I put the hashtag in there. He always calls it a pound because we're back in our day, mine and Philly 500s. Because we're older guys. You had a touch-tone phone. Some of you probably don't even know what the hell a touch-tone phone is, but there was a pound sign on it, which is the hashtag, but that was called a pound sign back in the 80s. So he always says pound. But I'm going to say hashtag Bad Dog Boot Camp. There's my man. We definitely have to get together and do a stream together without a doubt and talk about this stuff. Talk about the free agency, the fact the Eagles did nothing and then the Giants did a lot, and I'll have to talk about all this stuff. And, of course, we'll have to talk about, the pandemic that's going around and all your conspiracy theories and all that stuff because we always have a good time when you're on the channel, Philly 500. Thank you so much for the $5. Boom! Appreciate that very much. I agree. It is always pound. It is. B+, I would give him a B-, maybe a B. Yes, let's go Giants. We did. Cam Fleming. Nah, you didn't dominate the East. You guys didn't dominate anything. You squeaked by. You squeaked by to win the division. It was bad. I'll never burn that hat. That was a gift from L.A. Lou. Cam Newton to the Pats. That'd be a good thing there, too. Well, it'll be interesting to see what the Patriots do with the quarterback. Bring this. Tell me about it. I want. By the way, MH, you never need to worry about me burning it. The Knicks will never be good again anyway. The Knicks stink. So without a doubt, y'all lost Robert Quinn. Yeah, exactly. Stephen Lay, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it, brother. Brilly. Touchstone phone. I heard you remember the invention of the smoke signals. Who do you? Steven always give me a hard time about my advanced stage. Who do you think invented the smoke signals? Me. Of course. I've been around. I was at the Last Supper. You didn't know. I'm a vampire, man. I don't age. I'm like 370 years old. Thanks so much for the £5. Boom, Steven. I really appreciate that, my man. Thank you so much, brother. No, Steven, I can see both arguments, man. I see the argument for Isaiah Simmons. I see the argument for the offensive line. I completely understand it. That could be a good call, Jaden. Jalen Hurts to the Patriots. I could definitely see that. Good call. I could definitely see that happen. What's going on, Bigger Mike? And Mike has a bunch of accents over his thing. Bigger Mikey. Rich Rivera, what's going on? I want to slap in the face of Dak. They pay his weapons and just tag him. Yep, that's what Jerry Jones does, man. Nick's dumpster juice, dumpster fire, whatever you want to call them. They're a mess. That doesn't surprise me. Meet Tarhan. Everything is canceled. It sucks. Yeah, Jalen Hurts, I don't know how good he's going to be in the NFL. I'll be honest. I watched him in Oklahoma. I liked him there. He was good at Alabama. I don't know how that translates to the NFL. I don't know how his game translates to the NFL. Raymond Sosa, how can I be the man when you're the man? BX is in the house. What's going on, D. Serrano? Thank you for joining the stream, sir. No, they're just picking. Oh, I know you got a lot of. I know you got a lot of conspiracies, and I'm looking forward to those for sure. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. The Pats in round one. Well, I guess we'll see. Jalen Hurts isn't going to go top 5 at all. Jalen Hurts will be back in the first round. But they did draft Stidham last year. They must not like him. Would I ever draft a quarterback this year or next year late in the rounds? It depends. I mean, I've heard about Matt Moore coming here, Gil Soto, so I don't know. It'll depend on what they do for a backup. I think you want a veteran backup for Daniel Jones. I don't know if you'd want a rookie backup. I can't see them. But then again, they took Kyle Aletta late. They took Davis Webb and they took Kyle Aletta back-to-back years. So you never know. Honestly, you don't know. We never know with the Giants. The Giants surprise us every year with who they're picking. Yes, KD has the corona. Yes, he does. Dynasty over, I agree. The team's tanking for Trevor this year. I think the Patriots, you watch the Patriots be really bad and they get Trevor Lawrence and have another 20-year dynasty. Watch. Maybe the Cowboys are trying. Maybe the Cowboys are going to do it, and that's why they only tagged Dak. They said they're going to have Stidham as their starter. Well, there you go. They said they're going to have, yeah. Giants going on O-line at number 4. I don't want them to go. If they're going to go O-line, trade back and get it. Trade back and go O-line. You're going to keep your number 4 and go Isaiah Simmons. What's going on, Meow Man? U.S. forces made COVID-19 in China. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. This is true, Steven. They are crap. No, Trevor Lawrence is only a sophomore last year. So he'll be a junior this year, and he'll declare himself eligible to the draft after next year. Jets have been working to protect Darnold. Well, they have to. They have to. I know. I can't see the Patriots having a bad year either, Anu Naga, but that's the Patriots type of thing where they'd have a bad year, and they end up with Trevor Lawrence. You know. Who do you think gets Herbert? It's going to be either Los Angeles Chargers or Miami Dolphins. I think that Burrow's going 1, and then I think whoever trades up, because one of those teams have to trade up. If Los Angeles wants Tua, they're going to have to go ahead of Miami because Miami's all in on Tua. And Miami may be worried about the Chargers trading up in front of them, and Miami might move up and take Tua. It's going to be Miami or Los Angeles. One of them is going to get Herbert. Whoever gets Tua, or whoever doesn't get Tua is going to end up with Herbert. That's where I think he goes. So we'll have to see what happens. I agree, Jay. They got to protect him for sure. There you go. The U.S. sold the virus to China. The U.S. didn't release it. There you go. There you go. There you go. They've been working on protecting Darnold with his ghosts. They've been picking up the ghosts to protect him. That's what it is. You like Funches, Perriman, or Hogan? There's nothing wrong with that. But there hasn't been a lot. There's no really good wide receivers out there. That's the thing. I know, Jared. It seems like it's been a year, too. King Java Joe, man, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it so much, my man. Brilly. Do you feel Tom Brady will have an impact on the NFC South? Well, obviously. That's a big upgrade over Jameis Winston. And there's talk about Tampa Bay getting Antonio Brown. If Antonio Brown goes there with Godwin and Mike Evans, he's going to have an impact on it. I don't know. I just still don't think Tampa Bay is ready to compete for that division. But they definitely have a guy that knows how to win. And it's going to be very interesting to see how Tom Brady does there. I'm interested to see how Brady does in Tampa Bay with Bruce Arians. And he's only played for one coach in his entire career. So when Tom Coughlin left the Giants, I always felt like Eli Manning kind of tailed off a little bit, although he had a couple, I feel like when Coughlin left, I feel like Eli Manning kind of fell off. Of course, he was getting older, but I felt like he didn't have it in him. There's always been the talk about, is it Brady or Belichick? Which one is the better guy? Is Brady great because of Belichick? Is Belichick great because of Brady? We're going to find out. I definitely think he impacts the NFC South. I just don't think they're ready to win the division. But I appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you for the $5. Boom! Appreciate that, sir. Gonzaga fan, what's going on? Thank you for joining the stream. The only place AB to go. Yeah, I agree. He's a lunatic, man. He is a lunatic without a doubt. But there is talk about him going there. Mike Evans stays hurt. Mike Evans is good. Mike Evans destroyed the Giants week 3. What kind of stats did the other 43-year-old quarterbacks put up? Who was the other 43? Ryan Fitzpatrick, right? I don't know. Howie should be fired. I know. I know Eagle fans are not happy with Howie right now. Definitely not happy with Howie. Not at all. Not at all. Oh, Vinny, Vinny Testaverde? Vinny who? Shit fondue, he got torched. Oh, Vinny Testaverde, there you go. I thought you were talking about last year. I wish the Giants could be the Cowboys. You and me both, Jared. You and me both. The Chiefs have a better defense than the Pats, I think. The Pats lost Van Noy. The Pats lost some pieces. I think the Chiefs have the better defense. This is true. They didn't re-sign Golden, so you're right. I missed it. I did not see Antonio Brown's rap video and show. I did not see it. Nicholas Brown, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. What's going on there, Diego Garrett? Yes, Cam Fleming to the Giants, indeed. That's always a good thing. Of the Giants beat the Cowboys. Me too, Karan. I hope so, too. I hate the freaking Cowboys. Hate them. Hate the Eagles, too. Would like to beat one of those two teams. Haven't beaten either one of those teams since 2016. Haven't beaten either one of them. Is a new tackle good? Well, he's better than what we had. Well, we had no Mike Remmers there. He's not awful. He's not great. You're not gonna get a great tackle. It's just not gonna happen because most of them, their teams keep them for that reason. But he's gonna be better than Mike Remmers. But they might play Nick Gates at right tackle, and perhaps Fleming is just a backup. Or I don't know. Maybe they play Gates at guard. We'll see what the Giants do. This is true, Carl. We're going to see how good Belichick really is this year, without a doubt. We'll see how good he really is. The team I don't want to see in the Super Bowl is, the Pats probably aren't going to get, the Cowboys you don't need to worry about. Kings only, I agree, man. Simmons of the Giants needs to happen. Jedi is back. Always good to have Jedi back in the chat. I agree. The Cowboys are trash. I agree. The hell with that, man. The virus came from an infected bat. Yeah, this is true. What's going on with my phone here? Just got really dark all of a sudden. Don't know how I did that. I don't know how my brightness just went way down. Stupid phone. The Giants do get a lot of bad calls. That is for sure. There's no doubt about that. We've definitely had some bad calls. Mitchwell, how can I be the man when you're the man? Thank you for being here, sir. You think the Dolphins make the playoffs, Jedi? Could happen. It definitely could happen. It didn't come from an affected bat, says Philly 500. They just made that up. They just made it up. They made it up. They made it up. They made that up. Why don't we just get rid of this guy? Since I don't really know what he's doing there. Golden Tate second round pick for Ngakoue. Yeah, they're not going to do that. I can't see them doing that. Trinity Lauber back in the house. What's going on there? Hello, mate. I don't see that. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Patriots will win a Super Bowl in a while. I don't think so either. I can't see them winning the Super Bowl. What's going on there, TD? Thank you for joining the stream, sir. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. 90% of the, I bet 90% of the Bucks are going 13-3. I can't see them going 13-3. Over-under for touchdowns for DJ this year is going to be 28. That'd be my over-under for him. 28 touchdowns. I think Clowney's going to end up back with Seattle. I don't know where Marcus Golden's going to end up. Somebody's going to get a good player in Marcus Golden. But I think Clowney's going to end up going back to Seattle. Brady is going to get beat up in Tampa. I'll go on a limb and say he should have retired. Well, I thought he should have retired too, but Brady's got something to prove. You know. So Brady's got something to prove, so we'll see who's doing better right now in regard to rebuilding. Better than who? Diego. Oh, the Jets or Giants? I still think the Giants are doing better than the Jets. The Jets never do anything right. The Jets don't do anything right. They just don't. They're the Jets. It's kind of like the Mets. You know, the Yankees go out. The Yankees get a Luke Voigt. The Yankees get a Gio Urshela, a Mike Tauchman, a Mike Ford. These guys are nobodies. They come to the Yankees, they blow it up. They're great. The Mets go out, the Mets sign the best players they could possibly sign, and they go to the Mets and they implode. It's kind of like the Jets. It's the same thing. C.J. Mosley goes there, they pay him a ton of money, sucks. Le'Veon Bell goes there, they pay him a ton of monny, sucks because they didn't improve the offensive line. That's the Jets' fate. So the Giants, I think, will be better than the Jets before you know it. The Jets could definitely sign Marcus Golden. The Eagles could sign Marcus Golden. I think Marcus Golden's going to get a year, a couple-year contract. I think he could get $10 million a year. Clowney's injury prone. I like Clowney, but I think there's always been a little bit of too much hype on Clowney. I've always think that. Eagles close to trading for Slay. Well, they definitely could use him. You know, they could definitely use him. I don't know what they would use. Darius Slay's about to be an Eagle. What are they giving up? What are they giving up for him? Exactly, Steven. Flowers did play well for Washington. I'm going to give that. I'll give him that. Oh, I hope we get Joe Namath. I hope we get him, man. What's going on, Tony? Thank you for joining the stream from the Czech Republic, my man. What? I was right about the Eagles. I hope you've seen my props. I did not see your props, PR. I did not see your props. They might get Darius Slay, though. This is what everybody's telling me. How many touchdowns do I think Daniel Jones is throwing this year? Royal X Profit. 28 was my pick. Darius Slay and attack Darius Slay. There you go. Whoa, Jared. Whoa. I will check Twitter, PR. If you gave me props, I appreciate you, my man. Do you think after signing to? Yes, I still think we have to go after Isaiah Simmons. Isaiah Simmons is amazing. And we need that. The guys we got at linebacker are serviceable. You know, Blake Martinez is serviceable. Fackrell serviceable. You want an impact game changer on defense. Simmons is that guy, and Simmons has less likely to bust than a left tackle, especially that early. So you're not always going to get a Quentin Nelson at number 4. You're not always going to get that guy that automatically changes things. There's a lot of left tackles that come out and they're no good. So I don't know. Have we signed anyone since yesterday? Cam Fleming, we signed today. Tony 459. And Fackrell, I believe, was I don't remember if that was this morning or what that was. If you don't see yourself, well, I appreciate it, Pier 52. Yes, I want Simmons too, guys. I definitely want Simmons, without a doubt. England, the virus is destroying the value of soccer clubs. My team, Man United, has lost $1 billion. Oh, God, I can only imagine what. I'm sure that these guys are getting killed here, too. Steven, they're getting killed, too. What's going on? Takanacho? What's going on there? Taco Nacho. Yeah, I can read. Taco Nacho. Making me hungry. What's going on, man? Ethan Basant, what's going on? I don't know what Tane is doing. We're going to work together this week at some point. Anyway, bringing back the Giants. Gaver Pays in the house. What's going on, man? Yeah, I shaved and showered before the stream today. So that's why I'm clean shaven right now. Favorite free agent move by any team? How about the Giants? Favorite move by the Giants? The oh God, I just lost his freaking name. Bradbury. That's my favorite move by the Giants. The Bradbury move. Free agent move by any team. I don't know if a free agent move was my favorite. My favorite move by any team was the Cardinals getting DeAndre Hopkins for virtually nothing. That was probably my favorite move of the whole free agency or the whole trade, everything. That was probably my favorite move of everything that happened. What's going on, Wilford Bergvist? Thank you for your stream. I agree, Carl. Simmons is special, without a doubt. After Simmons, who the Giants are going to draft? Well, it depends on if we trade up or if we stay at 36. We'll have to see. And maybe he's there for depth. What the hell just happened? That was stopped and resumed. I don't know what happened. I did go offline. I am still live, yes. I have no idea what happened there. It could have been the virus. And blame it for everything. Pretty soon, pretty soon they're going to have to, they're going to say that about YouTube. That they're not going to be able to do anything on that. Don't take our YouTube away. We'll really go in this shitter. LeBron, I like the signing. Again, it's a 1-year deal, so it's not that bad. Like I said, that's what they did with Remmers before they cut me off. But I like that. How do you use Dave Gettleman? Because I don't know if we had the money to pay DeAndre Hopkins. That's the whole thing. Ramona Zeb. I don't know. Thank you, Booker McFarland's in the house. Thank you, sir. Yes, I'm in the city. I'm in my own apartment here. I'm not the high rise tonight. Just down a low level. Slated the Eagles and 3-year extended. Well, who did they give up? What did they give up? Because it's not showing on anything else, man. Just want to say I took your advice and my credit's growing up. I got a secure credit card. See, there you go. There you go, New York for life. Baddog knows what he's talking about once in a while. All right, man. Sounds good, Steven. It was great seeing you, man. As always, thank you for this, all your support on the channel, man. Thank you for swinging by. And as always, thank you for the comedic relief, man. I love when you bust my balls. It's hilarious, man. So thank you for everything you do, man. And keep trucking. Terrible dad joke. Keep trucking, Steven. And thank you for everything, man. Be safe over there. Stay safe, brother. Good to see you. Have a great night. Well, Diggy546, happy birthday to you, sir. Everybody in the chat, please wish my man Diggy546 happy birthday. Big Pharma invents diseases. They definitely could. Yeah, well, Victor, New York in general is on lockdown. I'm locked down up here in upstate New York, so it's the same thing. I appreciate that, Steve. Right back at you, my man. You know you're my man. Appreciate that. I appreciate you, brother. What would it take for you to freak out? Nothing. Unless they drafted like Henry Ruggs. I heard some stupid thing about Henry Ruggs going 4. If they took a wide receiver at 4, I'd be pissed. You'll still never see a reaction like I did with Daniel Jones. Not this year. We have so many holes that, as long as we don't take a wide receiver 4, I'm going to be happy. I do think Simmons, if Simmons is there at 4, maybe the Lions take him at 4. I don't know. In which case, maybe the Giants then draft a Cooter or trade back. I think if Simmons is gone at 4, you're going to see the Giants trade back, and they're going to get some offensive linemen. That's, I think. Ernesto Diverge, what's going on, Ernesto? Thank you for swinging by. MGTN Quasar, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, my man. I saw you in Uncle Lou's chat earlier. What's going on, Charlie G? Anybody want a bruiser offensive tackle with the first? If we trade back, like I said, I want Isaiah Simmons, but I definitely can see the argument for alignment to protect Daniel Jones and to get the running game going with Saquon Barkley. I completely understand that. So either way, I'm going to be happy. But if we go offensive lineman, I would like to trade back and go offensive lineman. I don't want to reach for one at number 4. So what am I going to do with opening day? Cancel for 2 weeks? Same thing I'm doing now. Hanging out with the chat because I got nothing else to do. We got no sports. It sucks. Do I think he'd be a buck? I definitely do. I think he could. You going to consider going to the Danny Dimes Buccaneers Brady game this season? I want to go to the Cowboys game whenever the Giants play the Cowboys. That's the game I want to go with and meet everybody up there because I think we could get some Cowboys guys there. That I would like to do. What is the next need you want the Giants to fulfill in free agency? I don't think we have any money. If we do, center would be great. Center. Eagles are supposed to implode. I didn't see. So who did they give up for Slay? Like, what did they give up for Darius Slay? Nick Foles is overrated. I won't say that. Nick Foles is good in that system in Philadelphia, but the Jaguars completely overpaid him. Giants will beat the Patriots while they only play them once. How am I doing with no sports? I'm struggling, Booger McFarland. I am struggling without sports, man. I'm trying to put out more content, but it's going to be hard. Why don't jalapeno sucks? Oh, Gordon, my man, Gordon Gecko. Gordon Gecko's back in the chat. Gordon Gecko, man. Wall Street in the house. Brilly, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it, my man. Cheers to you. Long shot. Carolina trade up with us, and Bridgewater is a bridge to Tua. Get Corey Coleman snaps, and you and Chris are the, what is it? Basiligal brothers? Get Corey Coleman snaps. Well, Carolina have to trade up a lot. If Tua's available, Gordon, if somebody doesn't trade up with Washington or Detroit to get him, we could be sitting in a really good catbird seat if guys want to fight for Tua. You know Miami wants Tua. Los Angeles Chargers need a quarterback, and Carolina definitely could be using Bridgewater as a bridge to it. You don't know. So we could be in a really good spot. Burrow's going to be off the board, but if all those other quarterbacks are there, we definitely have a chance to make a trade. And Carolina would have to give us a lot for those picks, but we'll see. I mean, it definitely could happen. It is a long shot, but it definitely could happen. And I would like Corey Coleman to get snaps. I loved Corey Coleman at Baylor, and it sucked that he got hurt because I've always liked Corey Coleman, and I liked him when he was a rookie in Cleveland and he got hurt. He just can't stay healthy. But I like him. I like Corey Coleman a lot, man. And Gordon, thank you so much for the $5. Boom! Appreciate it. Rudy T, man. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it, my man. Brilly says, Bad Diggity Dizzle. Nice to see you back on, brother. Good to be back. Good to see you, Rudy T. Thank you for swinging by the stream, my man. I do appreciate it very much. And, yeah, man, it's good to be back. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I missed my Lakers stream, but it is good to get back to talking football and hanging out with, the Giants, my Giants guys and gals, my football guys and gals. It's good to get back doing videos again. And the fact that we're working from home for the foreseeable future, I should be able to do more videos. What the hell else am I going to do? But Rudy, man, thank you so much for the $2. Boom! Appreciate that, my man. George is saying they're starting Tyrod Taylor. No. I get it. You think Washington will draft two of that? I've heard that, Ernesto. I have heard that rumor that Washington was going to go after Tua. I have heard that. Washington was going to go after Tua. Then it drops Chase Young down to 3. Then we could definitely get Isaiah Simmons. Biggest and number one pick bust in the past decade. God, I have to remember who was pick number 1 in the past decade. And Jamarcus Russell. That's the biggest bust. Jamarcus Russell, definitely. Oh, there's only trade talks between the teams. Gotcha. I thought that. Somebody, I heard that a bunch of times in there, so I'm sitting there thinking, NBA season suspended. We already know that. Why am I on the NBA TV anyway? Whatever. How long do you give Gettleman for this year, Royal X? If Gettleman and the Giants don't get it together and don't improve somewhat, he's gone. He'll be gone. This is it. If Chase Young and Simmons are available, I want Chase Young all day, every day, if they're both available. Give me Chase Young over Simmons, MGKR1, definitely. I would take Chase Young. Chase Young is an absolute beast. Think Simmons is better than that linebacker in Dallas. You talk about Leighton Vander Esch? Yes. Leighton Vander Esch doesn't cover like Isaiah Simmons. Isaiah Simmons plays all levels of defense. I love Isaiah Simmons. That is really the guy that I want. I really, really want him. Bengals take Burrow. Skins take Tua. Lions trade back. I would love that. The reality. I would love that if that happened. Give me Chase Young. I mean, I would love that. Belichick replaces Gettleman next year. I don't know if I could see Gettleman being a GM. It'd be interesting though. Victor, the Cowboys overpaid Amari Cooper, without a doubt. Say to the Chiefs, Amari Cooper on that. Yeah, I got a lot, man. No, I think the Jets need to keep Robbie Anderson. Robbie Anderson is their best receiver. The Jets don't even have any good receivers. Slick Nick. I don't think that the Jets can afford to give up a wide receiver. They ought to go wide receiver in the draft, but they also ought to go line in the draft because they need a line. Yeah, Charlie, you definitely have to grab Chase Young if he's there. There's no way you can't. No way you can't. Brady wants AB. Yeah, listen, you get Antonio Brown with Godwin and Mike Evans. That's a formidable trio of receivers. There's no doubt about that. Though I know, Charlie G, that was the year I started watching the Giants, 1984. So yeah, that's the last time they drafted a linebacker in the first round, and this year perhaps it's going to change. Where I think Cam will go, you think of Chargers. Could end up there. Could end up with New England. Although I said Stidham is their starting quarterback, but I think the Bears should have went after Cam Newton, honestly. What do you think about Cam Fleming, Tyler? I think, again, it's like a one-year deal. It's a lot like Mike Remmers, just kind of holding the seat hot over there. You could see Nick Gates start a right tackle. I don't know. It doesn't hurt to have offensive line depth, though, for us. Definitely not, because it's something we're weak at. At least they addressed it somewhat here. There really wasn't a lot of great linemen out there. Conklin was probably the best one, and he's coming off an injury. So, we'll see. What player could fall to our second pick? I honestly don't know, Gold Goblin. It's hard to say. You never know with these drafts because they're all crapshoots. Everybody thinks they have it licked, and then somebody makes a crazy move, and that's the end of it. See, I keep reading this. Darius Slay traded to the Eagles on a 3-year extension. But I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it show up at all. That's I said. Pro Galaxy Gamer or Pro Gamer Galaxy. We'll see. Yeah, it is fake because I haven't seen anything about it. I have NFL Network on right now, and I don't know why I'm watching this because it's making me sick. I agree, Jon Snow, Targaryen. I love that was my favorite signing. Was the Bradbury signing in his prime for 3 years. What's going on there? Sports Player 2.0, Daniel. Maybe he's on. Yeah, I've heard he's on a lot. Who's going to be our star pass rusher? I don't know. I don't think Kenneth Murray's getting to the second round, Tyler. I don't think Kenneth Murray's getting past the Raiders at 19. I think that Kenneth Murray's going to go 19th to the Raiders. That's I think. If Chase Young isn't there, we trade the Chargers and take more. I think you could trade back even farther than that to get Wirfs, but I don't know. I still think we have to take Isaiah Simmons at 4. No one legit saying Slay's trade. I just keep reading that. So I don't know. Gronk signed with the WE. I know he's talked about it. What do I think about Odell? Probably the best safety in the draft. I don't know where he's going to go, Tony, and we definitely can't take him 4th. But I love Simmons. That's what I'm saying, John. If we could drop the 9th and get 9 and 20, then you could get your offensive tackle. You could get Wills, you could get Wirfs, you could get Thomas at 9, then you got 20. And again, if Kenneth Murray does go past the Raiders at 19, I don't think he will, but then you could get Kenneth Murray at 20. That is my dream scenario. To me, I love Isaiah Simmons, but if you could get Kenneth Murray and a solid left tackle, if you could get a linebacker and your future left tackle in the first round, I'd be thrilled if they could do that. Thrilled. What do I think about Todd McShay hating on DJ Big Time? Well, he hated on him right from the beginning. Todd McShay's an idiot, so who cares? But he hated on him right away. You know, average time on the Eagles roster is 2 seasons. That's crazy. I can't sell it. Yeah, well, I don't know. Yes, he is, John. Absolutely. I agree 100%. He definitely is. Definitely a bitch. Zona Delpit. Well, if Delpit fell to the second round, I mean, that wouldn't be a bad move either because we could use a safety. I just don't see Grant Delpit going into the second round. It's ongoing discussions. Well, that's what I've heard. Ongoing discussions, but nothing solid yet. They have 43 million, Sean Lee, I think, in cap space because everything is backloaded. Everything is backloaded. They're in trouble. They have to start paying Carson Wentz, and they've backloaded everything. So there's not much they can do. They don't have there's not a lot of leeway that they can do. Will draft pick trade not happen? Probably until draft night. Yeah, Quinn. Probably draft night. You're going to see that. Well, you've seen draft picks going left and right. I mean, you've seen some. Like, for example, the Cardinals gave up a second, or the Cardinals gave up a second round pick to the Texans for DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah, exactly. Well, I can't see that. I can't see Delpit falling to the second round. You got rid of a lot of your old guys. I don't know who they got rid of. I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly it, Sean. They backloaded everything, so I don't know. Oh, Gordon Gecko, man, thank you so much for the super chat, bro. I appreciate it, man. Brilly, my good man. Two questions I'm going to ask you. Same questions I asked Chris. Did you guys ever have a Francesa Mad Dog moment? No. I think the closest we had to that, and I don't think it was really when we were together, I think it was just on videos, was the Janoris Jenkins thing. Like I defended Janoris Jenkins for what he said. And I said people need to grow a set of nuts. You need to grow a set of balls. You know, you come out and you freaking say something to him and he called the guy, retard or whatever he said, and everybody blew that out of proportion. I was like, Janoris Jenkins has the right to say whatever he wants. You attack a guy on Twitter, he has a right to say whatever he wants back to you. So that was Chris didn't really agree with that. That's the closest thing to, I'd say, Mike and the Mad Dog. I know you're probably talking about, because they've had a lot of moments, but the Yankee bathroom thing, I always remember that. That's probably the closest thing we had to that. We were totally on opposite sides of the Janoris Jenkins tweet. And Blake Martinez or a ham sandwich. I take the ham sandwich because Blake Martinez isn't going to fill my stomach, and the ham sandwiches are much cheaper. But Gordon, you're the man. Thank you so much. Boom! Appreciate that, my man. Chris said the same thing. There you go. Did he say the same thing? There you go. That probably is it. That's probably it. So there you go. That was the closest thing. We were completely opposite on the Janoris Jenkins thing. No, Tom Coughlin will never come back to the Giants. I can't, unless he was a front office guy, Chris. I still can't say that. That tells you how long Chris and I have worked together, Gordon. That we said the same exact thing, because I didn't even know. Just that's funny that he said the same exact thing. But that's the closest I can think to. The Haskins Murray debates were good. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think I won that one though. I think I won that. I think Kyler Murray is better than Dwayne Haskins. I think I won that debate. Speaking of entertainer, there he is. Stand up, entertainer. There he is right there. Gordon Gecko just asked me the same question he asked you. I don't know if you were in here for that, Chris. We answered the same exact way. Doesn't really surprise me at all. We're working together so long, that kind of happens. But, no, that's not to the Eagles. They're talking about this, Dylan. That is not official. There is no slate to the Eagles yet. You got rid of all those guys, but you're taking cap hits. Didn't Nigel Bradham's a massive cap hit, isn't it? Yes, they do, Chris. This is true. Great minds do think alike. Meet Tarian, thank you so much for Super Chat. Appreciate it so much, my brother. Thank you for hanging out tonight. Brilly, later, dog, and all in the chat. Have a good night, man. Thank you, Meet, for being the man. And thank you so much for the $2 boom. Appreciate that. Good question, Chris. When is this week's Talking Giants? Good question. When is this week's Talking Giants? Well, Jadeveon Clowney's still a free agent. Meow, man. That's probably the biggest free agent out there right now. Fernando Gil, tell me about it, brother. It is boring without sports. It's killing me, man. NBA guy, how can I be the man when you're the man? Yeah, man, it's Clowney. Giants should draft a solid running back to support Saquon. I don't think we need to draft a running back. But we'll see. Tana is the man, indeed. Oh, perfect. You can pop out. Well, let's bring him on. Shit. All right, hold on a second because you move over here. Pop you on over here because see, perfect, Chris, because I have to hit the head. So we'll bring him in here again. Hold on a second. Chris is getting like me. Chris doesn't sleep anymore. He's getting like Baddog now. He's not sleeping anymore. The NFL keeps him up at night. All right, we're gonna bring him in here again. And you think Clowney signs a 1 year? No, Clowney's not gonna get a one. He's gonna sign way more than that. Dylan, how can I be the man when you're the man? Yeah, we did this the other night. We did the mini Talking Giants thing. Would you rather have Eli finish out his last game like he did, or lose against Chase Young? Well, I'd rather him lose against Chase Young, honestly. But because, I mean, what's the deal? You guys get to see this again. All right.
This microphone out of the way.
All right. What's going on? I just got to bring you in here as we always do. This is, again, you guys get to see the behind-the-scenes action here. Yep.
What's up, everybody? Long time no see, everybody.
Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't seen you in almost 24 hours.
Yeah. But, yeah, no, in terms of the show, yeah, I mean, either tomorrow or Friday. I don't know what day's better for you, but I could probably do either one.
All right. I was thinking maybe tomorrow. Where are you here? I gotta filter you so that we don't have that behind you, and then it'll look like you're right here.
What's up, everybody? What's going on?
Look at who's here. Look at made it in. The entertainer. I don't know why that comes on there like that, but
yeah. So you gotta ask the same question by Mr. Gecko. Huh?
I did, and we answered the same exact way.
Yeah, like I told him, I would say 97% of the time we're usually in agreement, but there's probably been 2 or 3 times Giants related that we disagreed, but that was the first one that popped in my head.
The Janoris Jenkins thing. Yeah, as I said we had completely. Oh yeah, that's right. I got to turn the volume up. Let me turn this up. I got to move this over here. That's right. Forgot I got to pick up your audio. Now we should be good.
Testing. I hear an echo now.
Yeah,
testing.
You're good.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't know if anybody didn't hear me, but yeah, I just said that's funny that Gecko asked you the same question. We answered the same way.
Yep, it was. It was funny. We both went with the ham sandwich.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I think most Giant fans would go with the ham sandwich.
That's true. But as I said, Blake Martinez not filling my stomach, and he costs too much money. Give me the ham sandwich. I don't even, because Blake Martinez, even with mustard on him, ain't going to be any good. So,
Yeah. Reports are saying we were reset. Yeah, people were telling me that, Nikki. I have not seen anything definitive. I did read what they said on Twitter, but I've not seen anything definitive yet regarding that.
By the way, I just want to say, if anybody is not subbed up to this beautiful man over here to my right,
I don't know which way I'm turning.
Whatever way it is, you're on my right when I look here, but you could be on my left on the other screen. I don't know. Guys, sub him up. If one of my mods would be so kind to put the link to his channel there, because it's not in the description as it normally is, but if one of my mods would be so kind, if you haven't subbed up my man, the Entertainer, make sure you do. Entertainer, can you hold on? Can you hold the chat here, because I got to hit the head real quick?
Go do it. You got to hit the latrine.
All right. Thanks, sir.
But thank you guys. Yeah, thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody who may have been in my stream that's over here now too. By the way, I have a lot of fun doing those. So, yeah, man, I figured I'd pop on with Baddog for a little bit, and looking forward to doing the Talking Giants show, getting that back up and running on at least a weekly to bi-weekly basis, whatever it may be. So, yeah, man, thank you guys for all the support tonight, and yeah, go ahead and ask some questions, man. I see. Oh, you posted my. Oh, I appreciate that, guys. Thank you for posting my link. What's going on there, Afghanistan? I appreciate that, my man. Since the Giants have gone after players who you have, that's a good point, Russell. Obviously, the connection there at Alabama. I mean, he didn't coach him at Alabama, but yes, you have a connection. Everything you can say the same thing about Jerry Jeudy, and we got to stay away from him with the 4th pick. What's up there, Carl Hargrove? How you been, buddy? Great subscriber of mine. What's up, man? What's up, Chris? Haven't seen. I know, Sam. It's been about 10 minutes, buddy. Chris, your thoughts on the Jaguars trade Nick Foles to the Bears for 20? It's just that is a mind-boggling trade to me. Doesn't make much sense to me. I don't get it. They're chewing up their cap. And I think Nick Foles is a system quarterback. I think he played very well in the system with the Eagles, but I don't think that's. I mean, Nagy. Well, I mean, he does have connections, I guess, there, but maybe it'll work. But I don't know. I don't think Foles is a difference maker.
Foles sucks.
Yeah.
The Bears don't know what the hell they're doing. But this is the biggest difference between drinking Diet Coke and Diet Iced Tea. Man, iced tea goes through you. I've been holding that for like 40 minutes. Wash your hands too, everybody. Wash your hands, as always.
Trubisky or Foles? Giants. That's a good question. Well, I don't know. I don't like either one. I mean,
Foles
obviously
is better.
What did you say?
Foles is better. Trubisky sucks.
No, Trubisky's younger. That's the only, and he's cheaper. But
right.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it. But Foles won a Super Bowl. But like Baddog said with the other question, can I get a third option? Can I get the ham sandwich?
Yes. Ham sandwich, turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
No, Leonard Floyd went to the Rams. The real reality. Leonard Floyd went to the Rams. This morning there was talk about the Giants were very high in pursuit of him. He ended up going to Los Angeles. So
somebody told me to check Twitter. Let me check that. Maybe something happened. I don't know.
Unless this is that whole Darius Slay thing that they're talking about.
Yeah. Reading a few reports that that's somebody just retweeting what I said. Let me see. Josh Gordon intends to play. All right, I believe that now that he could smoke weed.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't see anything on Twitter that's Eagles and Lions are discussing a trade for Darius Slay. So there's that.
Leon Ellis, what's going on, man? Super Mo is in the house. There you go. Tommy G, Eagles could be going for Darius Slay. This is what we're hearing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. That'll make Eagles fans happy. Someone's asking about the Eagles. He said, how many Eagle fans are going to say they're going to go 13-3 and this and that? Eagle fans are, and I say the Eagle fans are either way too high or way too low. They're never realistic. They're 14-2, they're 13-3, they're 3-13, they're 4-12. And it's the same thing with Harry Roseman. They love him, they hate him. They love him, they hate him. Oh, he's the greatest.
To be fair, we're the same way.
We are?
Not us as individuals, but New York fans are reactionary. They're high and low.
We are, but you and I thought we had realistic predictions last
I'm not talking about me and you. I'm talking about the Giants. As a fan.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
Yeah. I'm saying New York fans. We say it all the time. New York fans and Philadelphia fans are both very passionate, and we're definitely not the most patient fan bases.
We are very similar, which is why we butt heads so much. We are very similar fans. The Eagles and Giants fans are very, very good. We're crazy. Thank you, TD. Have a great night, man. Thank you for joining the stream. I much appreciated, sir. Russell Fella. Cam Newton, that's a good question. Where does Cam Newton end up? Los Angeles Chargers?
I'm telling you,
Patriots.
I hope he ends up with the Redskins. And I would love that because he might make them better in the short term, but I think it would be a horrible long-term decision, and it would be the type of move that Daniel Snyder would make, and obviously has the connection with Ron Rivera.
It's true.
But if you ask me where I think he's going to end up, I don't know, man. I would have said the Bears before they did what they did, and now I don't know, man. I honestly I'm going to go Redskins. I am actually going to go Redskins.
So, wow, why would they do that instead of going Tua?
Maybe they would. I don't see a great fit for him right now, to be honest with you, Cam Newton. But if I had to pick a team, I would say because of Ron Rivera, I'll say the Redskins.
Right. See, Jeffrey Abbey's making a really good point there. If the Lions are looking to trade Slay, they're going to Cuda. I mean, that's what they would have to do. They'd have to replace him, right? I mean, there's talk about him going early in the draft anyway, and that's a good point. If they move Slay, you would think that they're going to replace him with Akuda. You can't move that cornerback and not replace him with something.
You would think it's very possible. I mean, I thought they were going to Akuda to begin with, unless they're trading down.
Yeah.
They still could go Simmons, but if you asked me today, I would probably say Okudah unless they trade down.
Right.
Especially if they make that trade, obviously. But they got Trufant also, so that's you got to factor that in.
Yeah. Still, I don't know. Darius Slayton will cook him twice. I love Darius Slayton against Darius Slay. Be interesting.
I think they will go Okudah. They signed Jamie Collins to a 4-year. That's a good point, Sean Lee. Victor asked me a question. Let me see. Chris, question for you. Amari Cooper re-signs with Dallas Cowboys on a 5-year, $100 million contract. Overpaid or what?
Way overpaid.
It's overpaid, but to be honest with you, Baddog, with the market the way it's going up, it's kind of not. I mean, it might sound crazy. I don't believe in paying wide receivers that kind of money, but next year's market, when it goes up by 15%, wide receivers are going to be making $23, $24 million. So it's crazy, but that's the way that the market is, and the Cowboys are desperate to have him on the football team. They saw the impact that he made on the offense when they brought him in a year and a half ago. So it is, but it's what I expected him to get.
Yeah, well, that's true. Well, we knew he's going to get Odell Beckham type money anyway, but that's a lot of money. The Cowboys are going to put all that money into those three guys. That's what's going to end up happening, and then they're not going to win anything.
I hope so. I hope so for sure. Trufant signed with the Lions, yes, which may have something to do with maybe they won't go Okudah because maybe they're saying, okay, we could trade him now. We brought in Trufant. I still think there's a good chance they could go Okudah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's the best corner in the draft. So I don't think the Giants are going to go. Somebody mentioned that. I mean, we just signed Bradbury for $45 million, and then they got DeAndre Baker on the other side. So I can't see them bringing Okudah. I think the Giants are either going Isaiah Simmons, or you're going to see them trade back and get some linemen. Because if Tua's there at 4, there's going to be a lot of teams that want Tua. You never know who's going to jump up and grab him. I mean, what if the Panthers want Tua? And they go up there and make a trade, So Jaguars too. I mean it's possible. That'd be the best case scenario for me. Is that I would love the Giants to be able to get 9-20.
Yeah.
You get your left tackle, and then I don't think Kenneth Murray's going past 19. I really think he ends up with the Raiders at 19. But if he doesn't, he's there at 20. If the Giants can get a left tackle and a stud linebacker in the first round, I'd be thrilled. I'd be like, there's our draft. I'm thrilled.
If you could orchestrate the trade with the Jaguars or the trade with the Raiders, you get, just hypothetically speaking, obviously I'm not saying it's going to happen. You get your left tackle.
Yep.
You get your whoever you deem is the best defensive player there at that pick with your second pick. And then you could go center at 37. So you get your 2 young offensive linemen, you get your impact defensive player. That's a dream come true for me.
Right. That'd be best case scenario. That'd be amazing if we could get that done. And maybe it's not. Maybe Kenneth Murray's gone. Maybe it's Grant Delpit you take there and you strengthen your safety position because we're weak at safety still.
Yeah.
So if Delpit fell down to 20 or 19, if we traded with the Raiders or whatever, maybe he's the best defensive player on the board at that point.
Yeah, I think he would be there at 20. He might even be there at 36, 37.
That's what I heard. He slipped down quite a bit.
Yeah,
so.
Most mocks have McKinney being the first safety, but I'm a big fan of Delpit. I like Delpit a lot.
Yeah. Well, we couldn't do that, but you could go Isaiah Simmons and McKinney. I told you, man. I always said Oklahoma offense, Clemson defense. You do that, you're gonna win.
Let's see. Baseball Q&A for Nate. There's no baseball right now, but I'm always open to talking baseball for a couple minutes. But there's no baseball right now.
I know it sucks. There's no anything right now.
Yeah, this is all that there is. You got the free agency right now and the draft coming up, so it's really football and nothing else right now.
Yeah. What are my thoughts about Matt Moore coming to the Giants? Like I said, I'd be happy with that. I mean, you need a veteran backup quarterback. And somebody said to me earlier in this stream, would you draft a quarterback late in this draft or next year? And I said, no, I don't think you don't want a young quarterback backing up Daniel Jones. You want a veteran that can give him some leadership or show some leadership.
Another area we completely agree on. I said that like 2 months ago. I said I wanted to add a veteran quarterback in free agency. I don't know if they're going to do it. They don't have a lot of cap space left right now, but obviously they've been linked to Matt Moore. And I think Matt Moore makes a ton of sense. He's 35 years old. He's been around the league, and he still demonstrated last year that he could step in and play well. He played very well with the Kansas City Chiefs over that 2-game stretch.
He did.
So I think he would be a great addition for a backup for Daniel Jones. I think it's a perfect match.
Gordon Gagos is more hated. Pedro or John Rocker? Well, Rocker was hated for like a split second, and Rocker was good for a split second, and then everybody forgot about him. Pedro will always be hated here.
It depends who you. I'm a Met fan.
That's
so
true,
me,
and I'm a Yankee fan.
Yeah, so for me, it's John Rocker. I hated John Rocker, and Pedro was a Met. I didn't really hate Pedro.
Right. I hated Rocker too, but I hated Pedro.
John Rocker, that was like the WWF. I was at Shea Stadium one time. Mets are playing the Braves. They called John Rocker out from the bullpen. People are throwing beers at him. They're throwing batteries at him. It's like you were at like a UFC event back then when he used to come to the games. Now you can't do that.
Right. What are the Yankees Mets missing for a World Series run? The Yankees are missing nothing except for their health. The Yankees got to stay healthy. That's what the Yankees are missing. They stay healthy, they're making a World Series run. Then we made a World Series run with everybody healthy last year anyway.
Yankees are one of the best teams in baseball. There's no doubt about that. And they got their biggest the pitcher. That's what they needed.
Yeah, we got a good one, Garrett Cole. There's no doubt about that. The best one available.
Yeah.
A-Rod said he might buy the Mets.
Yes, he did. That was a rumor. A-Rod obviously grew up a Mets fan. I mean, anybody but who we have is an improvement. So I'd be open to that.
A-Rod trying to do what Jeter did. The difference is A-Rod would be more successful than Jeter. Jeter does it for money. A-Rod would do it because A-Rod loves the game of baseball. Again, I can tell you that because I've been a Yankee fan and I watch those two guys play, and I'm telling you, Jeter likes money. A-Rod loves baseball. A-Rod does not need to announce baseball games. A-Rod does not need to be pre-gaming. So he's made $500 million, $750 million in his playing career. He doesn't need that.
Right.
But he does it anyway because he loves it.
Yeah.
I wanted A-Rod to be our manager over Aaron Boone. I wanted A-Rod to be the Yankee manager.
What do you think of I saw a couple of people asking, what do you think of the Fleming acquisition by the Giants?
Again, it's 1 year. It fills a hole. It's kind of like Mike Remmers. It's just kind of like a turnstile type thing, although I think Nick Gates is going to give him Nick Gates played really well at right tackle, but we'll see. It never hurts to have depth on your offensive line.
Yeah, and it's $4 million, 1 year deal. I think they needed to do that. They needed to add some depth. And I'm with you. And I also heard Gates might get some reps at the center spot. So it'll be interesting to see it. But we cannot have both those guys in our starting lineup. We definitely need to bring in a talented tackle in the draft.
Absolutely. Quinn, I think both. I don't even think the Giants would have to trade back up into the first round to get Epinesa or Gross Mathis. They might fall to the second round. Honestly.
Yeah. One of them definitely could. I would say Matos is more realistic, but Epinesa has definitely fallen down because of a poor combine. I don't know. I personally don't know if either one is worth trading up for. I do like Epinesa a lot. I would contemplate it depending on the price, but Matos might be there for us for sure at 36.
Yeah. Can I tell Chris to join the Yankees? Listen, I've tried. Chris Leone, I have tried to get Chris to join the dark side a number of times, and I will continue to try. But it doesn't really work. I keep telling him, listen, I'll turn my back, put the pinstripes down, we'll act like nothing ever happened. I try. I'm trying.
I just got not excited, pissed off, but I know it's not true. I looked it up. Victor said the Cowboys signed Clown. That didn't happen. I've been rooting for the Mets for my whole life. I just can't do it. I always say it. If I go back in time, I would change teams, but I can't do it. I can't do it.
I know. I hear you. I hear you. What's going on, Ryan Cutney? How you doing, man? Jordan P., what's going on?
Brock, have a great night, buddy.
Yeah, Brock, take it easy. There's a good Eagles fan. There are some good Eagles fans on YouTube. Brock is one of them, without a doubt. Thoughts on taking Isaiah Simmons if he's there? Got to take him. Andrew Thomas is not going to fall to the second round. I can't see that happening.
Yeah, no, Andrew Thomas is. I'd be surprised. I mean, I can't say I can't see it happening. We see crazy things happen in the draft, but I don't think it'll happen. I'm not going to go into the draft thinking it's a realistic possibility. And yeah, I mean, my thoughts, like I've been consistent here. I would prefer an offensive tackle, but if they take Simmons at 4, I'm not going to be upset.
And I'm the same way. I prefer Simmons, but if they go tackle, I'm not going to be upset about that. The position that's going to piss me off is wide receiver. You take a wide receiver at 4, you're going to make me mad.
Yeah.
I can't see it happen. My man G Money Slap Videos is in the house. What's going on, G Money? Good to see you, my man.
Let's see what we got here. Jerry Seinfeld said he's not buying the Mets. Well, I never even heard that being a rumor, but I know he's a Mets fan. What's up, Philly Wolf? Thanks for popping in, buddy.
There you go. Fernando says if they run out of toilet paper, I have my Cespedes jersey to wipe my ass with. I should start buying Cowboys jerseys so I have toilet paper and Eagles jerseys. So I have toilet paper. I don't know how the hell they're going to get here. Nobody's delivering anything.
But overall, though, I do really like what the Giants did. I may not love the players they brought in, but I like some of them. The Blake Martinez, but I like what they did. Short-term deals. I think that was the right approach, especially with the salary cap going up. And the other thing I want to point out, they front-loaded all of these contracts.
Yes, they did.
So they're going to be paying these guys less than their per-year average in the second and third year of these contracts when they're trying to extend guys like Saquon Barkley. They're going to have the cap space necessary now to extend their players that they want to extend, and along with possibly bringing in top-tier talent. So I think this was the right approach this offseason because I don't think they're ready to compete for a Super Bowl yet. Nope. So sign guys to man the fort, mentor your players on 2- and 3-year deals, and then turn the roster over next year, have more cap space, start extending players now that you plan on being here for the next 5 years before the salary cap goes up even more, and then you're going to have to pay Saquon Barkley more. You're going to have to pay Daniel Jones more. Get that done with your available cap space, and then start to bring in the extra talent. So I think that was the right approach.
And I said the same thing. I said again that I don't think it wasn't really. I like the Bradbury move. I said, but the rest of it it's kind of but what he did well was exactly what you just said. They're short-term deals, they're 3-year deals, 1-year deals, and everything is front-loaded. Unlike Jerry Reese, who gave these players 5-year deals, backloaded all the contracts. So instead of having 31-year-old players and you're paying them a fortune, these guys are gone by the time they're 29, latest, maybe 28 even if they're bad and they want to get rid of them after 2 years. But all these guys are younger, and you can get rid of them. You got them in the prime years, but you're not extending them into the 30, 31 like we did with Jenkins and Olivier Vernon. Snacks Harrison, that type of thing. So Gordon Gecko, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it so much, my man. Brilly, the Wall Street man's in the house. Biggest Giants offseason acquisition, the coaching staff. Good point. Dolan to Dolan too, but the Mets. Sorry, Chris, that hurts. I'm a bad dog. The dark side. There you go. There you go.
Hey, I get it, man, Gordon. Most of my, I can't lie. I don't lie on my channel. I know it would probably be more beneficial for me to be a Yankee fan, being that most Giants fans are Yankees fans. Unfortunately, Gordon, I picked the wrong team, and I'm going to ride and die with them.
Thank you so much, man. We're going to find out. Boom! Appreciate that, Gordon Gecko. Thank you, my man. Moose Kamal just put Entertainers channel up there. So if you guys haven't subscribed to the Entertainer Talking Sports, please click that link, sub them up. And like I said, we'll be getting back to talking Giants very soon. Actually, we kind of had a couple impromptu talking Giants, but there's a lot to talk about with the free agency, and then we'll wrap it up on the show tomorrow. So that'll be a lot of fun to do that as well.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously we'll be, we'll talk for about a half hour like we always do, and then we'll take your guys' questions like we always do. So, Kush, I would appreciate it if you check out the channel. It would be appreciated.
Yeah, Kush thinks about subscribing sometimes, and then. There it does. I should be a Lakers fan. People accuse me of being a Lakers fan, but every time I'm like, no, I'm a Knicks fan. I happen to cover the Lakers. Not everybody, not in the sportscasting world, you don't always get to announce for the team that you're a fan of. That's not reality. Joe Buck is a Cardinals fan. Joe Buck doesn't get to announce the Cardinals all the time. So the Lakers fit my schedule. That's just what it is. I started doing it last year. Everybody thinks this whole Laker dog thing was this year.
Yeah.
Last year, MH called me Laker dog, and I know MH.
I remember. I
did 17 Laker games last year from the end of February through April. So I did a lot of Laker games last year. Nobody cared. Yeah. This year, things happened. Okay, there's 5,000 people on the stream, so people are like, oh, he's only doing it for that. But listen, other people do the Lakers. They're not getting 5,300 people in their stream. So I must do something correctly. And I have fun doing it. And it's fun to watch a good basketball team. I'm not going to lie. It's fun. I watch the Knicks.
Baddog, you and I both know, not just for YouTube, anything in life, when you're successful at something, you're going to get haters. You're going to get people that find reasons not to like you.
Of course. Bring it on.
Victor, what?
I said they can bring it on. They can bring it on.
Victor says, Chris, question. Okay, I want to get Baddog's take on this. I don't know if we've talked about this shit. I can't remember if last time I was on here. What's your take on the Brady situation with the Tampa Bay Bucks? I'm incredibly interested by this because this is a question I have always had as a fan. Who's more responsible for the Patriots? And I don't know if we're going to get the answer because Brady's 43 years old. But I'm incredibly intrigued by this situation now with Brady in Tampa Bay and Belichick now having to coach the Patriots without Brady. And we'll see, what veteran quarterback he brings in if he brings in one. What's your take on that? How do you think both teams will do? Who do you think will be more successful?
Brady's going to be more successful, in my opinion. I think the Patriots started to fall off a little bit last year. Now, Belichick did an amazing job because that team had a ton of injuries, and there's really no stars over there, right? Brady looked to be human. Their defense is very good. Their offense struggled a lot of the year. They don't really have a running back. They have a lot of guys that can receive, and they run a little bit. So I really like Sony Michel, but he's not like an every down back. So they have a bunch of those guys, just kind of a rotating door of running backs. They don't have a great wide receiving core, and they fell off a little bit. Tom Brady, I still think he's a competitive guy. He's got a lot to prove. I don't think he'll go back to a few years ago where he was an MVP guy. But when you add when he's throwing to Mike Evans, he hasn't had a Mike Evans since Randy Moss. He's never had a receiver that good in New England outside of Randy Moss ever. Chris Godwin, not Chris. What the hell is Godwin's name? What the hell is Godwin?
It
is Chris Godwin. Okay,
yeah.
Chris Godwin. So Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and then they're talking about getting Antonio Brown. Okay, I know he's a psychopath, but you put those three guys together, and Bruce Arians is a damn good, coach. And Jameis Winston turned it over a ton, but he threw for 5,000 yards last year.
Yeah.
So I do think that Brady can succeed in Tampa. I don't think Tampa Bay is going to, blow the doors off anybody. I think they could win 8 games with him there. I don't think they're.
Oh yeah, they won 7 last year.
Right. So I think they can win 8, 9 games. I don't think New England. I don't know if New England can win 8, 9 games. I just don't. I don't know. With Jared Stidham if Cam Newton goes to New England, then you're gonna have then we'll see.
What about Andy Dalton?
Andy Dalton sucks. Andy Dalton wouldn't win there. Andy Dalton's terrible. I don't like Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's not a winner. He's not a winner.
Yeah. I gotta see who the quarterback is before I answer the question. And obviously the Patriots lost a couple pieces of that defense, but we see, they lost Jamie Collins, they lost Van Noy, but we see the Patriots lose pieces all the time, and they find guys, to fill in those voids. I still think Belichick's going to keep that team competitive, but a lot is obviously going to depend on the most interesting storylines of the year. And the Giants, I think, have one of the most interesting storylines with this brand new coaching staff and how they operate and everything else.
Years in the league for one team, go to another team in the same year? That could not have happened.
I'm trying to think. When Montana went to the Chiefs, was there another switch around that time? I'm trying to remember.
But Montana wasn't even with the Niners for 15 years at that point.
No, you're right. No, you're right about that.
10, I think.
Yeah, good point there. How about Favre? Was there another switch around that time?
Let's see. When did he go to the Jets?
The year after we won the Super Bowl, right?
2008. So 17 years. That was weird too, seeing him in a Jets uniform.
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody. I do see a lot of people putting this in there. Jon Snow just put it there, and I know a lot of other. Our best acquisitions are our coaching staff, and the more I research our coach, the more I research Patrick Graham, the more I like him. I really like our brain trust, and I know Cowboys fans want to make fun of Jason Garrett, but as an offensive coordinator, as a guy that took Tony Romo and developed him, and took Dak Prescott and developed him, you saw what he's done with quarterbacks. I think he's going to be very good for Daniel Jones. And I think this coaching staff is good. What coaching staffs are supposed to do, what Belichick does better than anybody I've ever seen, you get the most out of your players. Parcells is that guy too. You got the most out of your players. Yeah. These guys get the most out of their players. The Giants are going to be competitive. And I think that these guys can get the most out of their players. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. And I love that they say, we don't really have a system. We don't really have a game plan. Ask me the week of the game. Because that's the system and game plan we're going to use depending on our opponent, which is what you're supposed to do. Pat Shurmur never did that. Same thing every week. Didn't matter.
I'm completely with you. I love the coaching staff. Obviously I don't know until the wins and losses. I don't know Joe Judge as a head coach, but I love what I've seen so far. And even the guys that we don't talk about I wouldn't normally talk about, but it's a new coaching staff, so I do a lot of research. I look into it. Shoplinski. I love this guy, Jerry Shoplinski. Everything I've read about this guy, the new quarterbacks coach, he's got a great reputation with quarterbacks he's worked with in the past. You read some of the quotes some of these guys have said about him. I think he's got head coach written all over him in the future. He's very young. Everybody says he's incredibly intelligent. Love that hire. Brett Bielema, even though he seemed to want off the team several times.
Right.
Very, very talented coach. Former head coach at Wisconsin in college. I think he's going to bring a lot to the table. I think a lot of these, second-tier coaches are really good, too. I like Henderson, the DB's coach. I like Colombo, the offensive line coach. I think they got a good mix. Burns, the running back coach from Alabama. You see some of the great Alabama running backs that have come into the pros. I am really interested to see this mix of this coaching staff. I think they got a lot to offer, and I'm really excited about it. I really am.
Yeah, it'll be, like I said, it'll be interesting, and we'll see what they do. But it's, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting season for the Giants, and they're all interesting. But we'll not, like, everybody's always asked, what do you think they're going to do this year? How do you think they're going to do? I said, we got the draft. Got to see what the draft is. G149 says, you straight jacked up, bro. Laid a smackdown on these jabronis, Baddog boot camp. Yeah, that. I figured people needed to see the Bad Diggy Dizzle ain't no joke at 43 years old. I will lay a smackdown on somebody's ass. I don't care. Baddog boot camp had to come back, man. It had to come back for a second. And don't worry, Last Jedi. If it's not Pat Shermer, you know. Be somebody else. I'm tearing a new one. You know this. You know how I am, Jedi. It's going to be somebody. You know?
But Chris, why are you mad at Geno? Oh, we're going to get into that discussion. Is that why Gordon asked was something that we disagreed on so he could
I know he could not have possibly known that we were both going to say that. You know?
That's funny. No, everybody's entitled to their opinions. I mean, I personally think it was an excuse to get rid of Jenkins. I agree with that. I just thought as a professional, it's something that somebody shouldn't say. I think you should be more cognizant of, the influence you have on people. And people in my generation don't look at that as a big deal, but people in this generation do. And I think as a professional, you should be more careful. That's my take on it. That was my take on it.
G Money, Favre's on the. It was weird seeing Emmitt Smith in a 2000 in Cardinals uniform. That was also very strange. But yeah, see me. I guess the way I look at it is I'm not a professional. I'm a professional idiot. We all know this. But other than that, I would have reacted the same way as Joris Jenkins. I mean, so that's why I'm like, no, I agree. You go after somebody. They have the right to say whatever they want to say. Don't say anything to the guy. I don't care what it was. I hated Janoris Jenkins. Yeah. You know? But I did that again. My stream just went off. I don't know what's going on with this. It just cut up. Now it resumed again. That's twice that this has happened. I don't know what the hell is going on. Stream.
If they believe in Joe Burrow, they got to take Joe Burrow. If they think he's going to be the guy, which most people seem to think, you don't know when you're going to be picking at the top of the draft again. If you believe in Burrow, you got to take him. You can't pass up on it. And I don't know if they believe that, but I would think they do at this point. You can't pass up on the ability to take a franchise-type quarterback on a rookie deal for a guy who's going to be 32 with an injury history that's making a lot more money than Burrow already is. You can't do it.
Right, and the thing is, the Bengals are not ready to win now. They're not. Yeah. So it doesn't make sense to bring in a veteran quarterback. If you're a quarterback away and you want a guy to win right away, like I said, if he goes to the Patriots, they'd still be competitive. Like that, him going there, that team's already set. That team's won Super Bowls. That team's in the playoffs. Yeah, maybe they're declining a little bit, but they're still competitive enough to win games. Cincinnati with Cam Newton isn't going to do anything. All it's going to do is get Cam Newton hurt. Andy Dalton got hurt last year. It's going to get him hurt. And then, like you said, Chris, he's 32. He's making a lot more money than Joe Burrow's going to make in a rookie contract. When you're going to win games, you're going to win with your quarterbacks and rookie contracts. We've discussed this a number of times. Carson Wentz, they were 11-2 before he got hurt in his rookie contract. Russell Wilson won the Super Bowl with his rookie contract. Dak Prescott, the Cowboys were very competitive on Dak's rookie contract. But when Dak gets $35 million a year, your quarterbacks don't usually win when they get paid.
And the reason that the Patriots is Brady didn't get paid what he should have. He took discounts to keep the team competitive. So right. I agree for the most part. I saw there. I saw that trade, Victor. I saw it on Twitter. Yeah. Let's see. We got. I thought I saw a comment there. God forbid if we get off to a slow start. That happens every year, G Money.
Yeah, I was going to read that one myself. Yeah, of course. They'll be saying that's the wrong guy. This guy stinks. Same thing. Listen, I will admit, I wanted Shermer fired like after 7 games in the first years. I hated Pat Shermer. I never liked him. That Eagles game that he lost, that was the end for me. The game against the Falcons, I was so pissed off at him. But when we lost that Eagles game when we were up 19-3, he
stopped running the ball.
Yeah, that was it for me. I said, the hell with this guy.
That's one thing I'm definitely going to express this entire. I don't care if the team goes 0-16. I will be very consistent with that. I am not going to even hint at firing Joe Judge. We cannot do that. This team, we would be the most undesirable location in the history of football if we keep flipping coaches the way we are. We have to give this guy a real chance.
Right, we'd be the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Delia says can't put his ego aside to play for the Pats. Him and Belichick would mesh. Well, Brady has an ego too. Brady got one of the biggest egos in the NFL. And he and Belichick didn't always mesh, but, they won. That's the thing. So, I mean, I don't know. To me, I think Bill Belichick would be a good coach for Cam Newton. But I'm with you. I would love to see Cam go to the Redskins.
Oh, God, yeah. Please. Absolutely. Week 7, 10. Yeah, no, listen, man, I tried to defend Shermer. I like Shermer, but he was not a good head coach.
Yeah.
You got a good troll there. That's a creative one.
No. They're in here all the time. It's not a troll. they're actually a good subscriber of mine. Yes, they're good. That's a good subscriber of mine. They are here all the time. I have some very interesting names. That is not a troll. That's a good subscriber of mine. It's here all the time.
What's up there, Queef Dog?
Yeah, we always got some good names in here. Yep, absolutely.
All right, let's talk about that. I see Victor talking about the Jurrell Casey trade today. That, to me, is that's what happens when you overpay a quarterback. The Tennessee Titans pay Ryan Tannehill $30 million, and then because they do that, they got to get rid of Jurrell Casey because of the salary that he makes. The guy's getting, whatever he's getting paid. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler, one of the better, players at his position in the sport. But because you overpay, that's what's going to happen to all these teams once you start. But that's why you can't overpay mediocre quarterbacks. Now they lose Jurrell Casey. It was a horrible trade. You get a 7th-round draft pick for a guy who's made 5 Pro Bowls in a row.
Right. Yeah. And you said a mediocre quarterback. I mean, Tannehill's not even mediocre.
Yeah.
Tannehill's not even mediocre. Tannehill stinks. He's terrible. Like, he's worse than Sam Darnold. I mean, he's bad. He might be a little bit better than Mitch Trubisky, but that's questionable.
Yeah.
Tannehill sucks. How you get that guy $30 million?
Tannehill had a great situation last year. He had Derrick Henry, he had a ground and pound offense, and he was very successful because of it. But at the end of the day, I can't stand the NFL when it comes to the quarterback position. When you start paying these guys $30 million because they had a great half season, but what has the guy done for the rest of his career? So I thought it was a bad overpay by the Tennessee Titans.
Absolutely. It's funny. Thank you, California, New York Giants. Well, we usually do this once a week, which we'll get back to doing. We have the Talk of Giants show, so we normally do. But because there wasn't a lot to talk about, and our schedules didn't really mix or mesh well. But now that there's really, there's nothing going on, we could do this twice a week. I mean, it's
No, California, maybe we will do that going forward. Maybe we'll alternate channels and do one on Monday or something, and one Friday or Saturday, and just talk Giants in general. But there's nothing going on right now. So, but we always do. Actually, in season we do it twice a week. We do one recapping the past week games and then previewing the coming up games. Yep. So we work together all the time.
Yes, we do. I always love when people. I forgot to even say this stuff, but Jared Williams put "throw Pat Shermer in the Hudson River." I always know they're my quotes, but I forget saying half the stuff. I never forget I never think everybody's favorite one was me punching Pat Shermer in the windpipe and watching him choke to death. They love that one. That was their favorite.
I don't know if Victor's trolling. He just said, "I know that Russell Wilson sucks as a quarterback." I don't know what sport you're watching.
Yeah, that's just gotta be trolling. There's no way possible you could say he sucks. The guy's top 5 quarterback with nothing around him.
Yeah, Russell Wilson's fantastic.
Russell Wilson is amazing. He is amazing. If we trade down and have all top 4 tackles available, who we picking? Oh, that's a good question, Chris. If we go left tackle, who's your choice?
I'll tell you what, man. I'm going to tell you the one guy, and I like all of them. But I'm going to tell you the one guy that I wouldn't. I shouldn't even say I wouldn't want, because I'd be happy if we took him. But the guy that I know for sure that is not in my top 3 is Mekhi Becton.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
And I think Mekhi Becton's got a huge upside. But I do think of all the 4 linemen, if you ask me who has the highest bust potential, it would be him. And if I'm picking that early, I want to be as safe as possible. So I would stay. If I was the GM, I would consider the other 3 before Becton.
Yeah. I was an Andrew Thomas guy myself. I love the majority. A lot of people are down on Andrew Thomas. Just watching him play against, it's not like he's in the Big 12 where they don't play defense, supposedly. This guy played against some of the best pass rushers in college in the SEC, and he didn't allow not only a sack, but a quarterback hit. So I've always liked Andrew Thomas. Well, Tristan Wirfs is going up my scale. Well, I mean, again, I wouldn't be mad with either any of those three guys. I'd be completely fine with that.
Yeah, I like Jedrick Wills a lot too. I like
Yep.
all of them.
Yep.
But
the same
Tristan
thing.
Wirfs,
Will's played in the SEC as well, so same.
yeah, I just see the athleticism for Wirfs, and I know a lot of people project him to be a guard, and I get that, but I just see the athleticism, and I think you'd start at tackle for the Giants, and we'd see where it'd go from there. But
I haven't had that happen in a long time. I have to open it up on my phone. I just saw Afghanistan said he always liked me, saying I met Prince Amukamara. Well, he was a strange man. He was strange. He was a freaking weirdo. That guy was weird. He was definitely weird. I sure I've told you this, but just in case people in the chat have not heard this story, I met Prince Amukamara a few years ago at the charity event, and I asked him what it was like to win the Super Bowl. This is 2012, so they just won the Super Bowl, and I said, "What was it like to win a Super Bowl?" And he said, "Oh yeah, that was good." He goes, "I was most excited about meeting Katy Perry." What the hell kind of answer is that? That's what you were excited about? Meeting Katy Perry? What the hell's wrong with you? Jesus. What the hell's that all about? Seriously.
I was never a huge Amukamara guy. He was all right. He was kind of there. He was adequate.
Yeah, Eli had 7 interceptions in 5 years. That's when everything started to fall apart for the Giants. Taking Prince Amukamara instead of taking that draft. That was because if they take Mark Ingram, now granted, maybe they don't win the Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl that year. But I don't think Prince Amukamara had anything to do with that. Regardless, the next year they draft David Wilson, who ends up not playing in the NFL because he breaks his neck. Now, you wouldn't have had David Wilson had you had Mark Ingram.
But the question is, who does he take instead of that? And we don't know.
No, but it wouldn't have been David Wilson.
It wouldn't have been David Wilson.
So
that's a good point. Yeah,
you would have had somebody that was more productive.
I would hope, but knowing Jerry Reese, maybe not. They might have been out of the league in 2 years.
I'll tell you this: last year down there at training camp, 2012 was the last year at the training camp up here, up in Albany. That guy moved at a different speed than everybody else. I was so pumped about David Wilson. Watching him practice and watching him play, I'm like, this kid is going to be a stud. This guy has got superstar written all over. Now, he came in, he had a fumbling issue to begin with, which kind of sucked.
I remember that. I think it was his first carry.
He fumbled like twice his first 3 carries, and then he benched him. But then, he had the neck injury. He never really did anything. But I'll never get the game against the Saints. Guy had over 500 yards. Yeah, and I'm sitting there going, this is the guy that I remember. This is the guy that I know that he can be. But he never really got a chance to play. But I'm telling you, man, that guy was a different. He just moved at a different speed than everybody. And he was incredible. Yeah, no,
I remember. He used to do the front flips when he scored, right? That was the
backflip, whatever it was. One of the
backflip, whatever. Yeah. No, he was definitely a guy that had a lot of potential, and it was a shame that he got hurt.
SpermCell's in the house. SpermCell don't swing by anymore. He's watched the video today, and I felt intimidated. He had to come in.
What's going on, SpermCell? How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I agree, G-Money. I thought he had a lot of potential too, man. He did.
Yeah, Victor, I do, actually. I think that Russell Wilson's going to stop playing football, making $40 million a year, $35 million a year, and I think he's going to try playing baseball like Tebow. I actually think that's going to happen.
Yeah, well, he is a Yankee. I mean, so, Gio Urshela turned it around with the Yankees, so he could be the next Gio. He could hit 360, 362, 35 homers, driving 140. Yeah, he's probably a Triple Crown candidate for the Yankees.
Yeah, I don't see him playing quarterback for the Seahawks next year. I think he's going to be a Yankee.
He should, and that's what he should do. He definitely should give up the football. And if anybody's going to do that, it's going to be Kyler Murray. You see him play center field for the A's if it gets really bad.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Best signing and worst. I'll tell you the team that I think had the best signing in terms of value. Actually, what's going on, Taco? I thought you were going to bed. You told me like 3 times, and you kept coming back. You can't sleep.
Taco's been here the whole time. Taco Nacho.
But I thought that the Chargers, and I don't know if Sonor's in here, but I thought the Chargers had really Chris Harris for 2 years, $20 million was a really good signing. And Bulaga, 3 years, $30 I thought was a really good signing. So I thought that the Chargers actually had a really good free agency period there with those two players. I like the Chargers.
Yeah, well, but I think the best move in this entire situation was Arizona getting DeAndre Hopkins for nothing. They got him for a turkey sandwich and a bag of chips. I mean, how do you... They got the best receiver in the league for a washed-up running back in a second-round draft pick. I mean, I just... That was the best... Cardinals made the best move of the entire free agent trade, whatever you want to call this period, without a doubt.
Yeah, and they shed themselves of that horrible contract.
Yeah.
With Wilson, right? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Johnson, rather. I don't get it.
Yeah.
What is the
Brian Leach? Yes, definitely.
Good question there by Sincere Blue 24. What worst free agent? I'd have to think about that. I'll get back to you on that. But I'll tell you what. Actually, a guy that I actually really liked. Who was it? The edge rusher, Robert Quinn. 5-year deal. The guy's going to be 31 years old. I didn't think that was a good signing. But what is the highest our defense can rank next season? Sincere. I'll say middle of the pack is the best. Like, league average is probably the best. If everything breaks right, maybe 13, 12, 13. If the coaching's great and these young players take a big step. But I don't expect the top 10 defense in the best case scenario. So let's be smart here. We're going from like one of the worst. If we can even get close to league average, it's a huge jump in 1 year.
It'll depend on their first-round pick. If they take Isaiah Simmons, I think you automatically improves this defense tenfold because you're going to have a guy that can cover those tight ends in the middle of the field. If they go offensive tackle, then I don't really know. I think, like Chris said, maybe 15th to 18th. If we could just become average or a little below average, that would be a massive improvement. I think Bradbury's going to improve the secondary a lot. And
yes.
Also, I think that Betcher system confused the defensive backs, and none of them played well. So we'll have to see how these guys acclimate themselves to Joe Judge's system and what their game plan is. But it'll be interesting. Isaiah Simmons is going to make the difference to me. I mean, I think that he can move us up 5-7. This guy can play. But
that's the other thing, like you were saying with the young players, that needs to be taken into account. These guys presumably will get better.
Yeah.
And hopefully they fit the system better. But I think O'Shane Ximines is going to get better. I think Lorenzo Carter is going to get better.
I hope so.
And one thing I think they'll do if they don't draft Simmons, I think Carter's going to be the inside linebacker.
Yeah, he could be. I want Lorenzo. I mean, I thought Carter's got a big year last year, and he didn't. Delia, what's the deal with Debbie Garcia? He definitely make the rotation this year. We're beat up everywhere. So, yes, I think Garcia definitely can make the rotation. Now, luckily, I mean, with the year getting pushed back the way it is, Paxton probably only going to miss a month. Obviously, we don't have Severino all year, so that's huge. So, I think Garcia could definitely make the rotation.
You think they're going to play baseball this year?
At some point, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe June.
Yeah, I hope. I hope they do. Do we trade Tomlinson next offseason? That's a good question. That's actually a really good question because if I'm not mistaken, this is his 4th year, Baddog?
Yes, I believe it is.
So they got to make. They're going to have to make the if it is, they got to make the decision whether they're going to extend him on that rookie deal before the year starts.
This is his 4th year because Reese drafted him, so it is his 4th year.
Yeah, so I think that I don't know if they're going to give him a big contract. So if they're going to let it, but they can just get a comp pick for him too. So it's a good question.
Yeah. Somebody said I missed it. There was somebody Beal or Baker. Baker's going to be your starting corner. I mean.
Yeah, I would be surprised if Beal beats him out. I think Baker's going to do. I really like Baker this year. I think he's going to be he's going to take a big step up this year.
I agree. I think that he learned a lesson last year, and again he didn't know the playbook for the first 10 damn weeks, and they always played him in zone coverage, and he's the man-to-man guy. So I guarantee you Joe Judge will have him playing man-to-man and not that damn weak-ass zone that he couldn't figure out.
Yeah, I'm excited for. He's one of the players I'm really excited about this year.
Yeah.
Baker's gonna be a big X factor for this defense this year, no doubt about it. Jon Snow, great show by the way, Jon Snow, great show.
Pete Nicoletti, I feel you. He's just got a home workout done. Shit sucks. I miss the gym. You and me both. So this is what I told him I do. I walk a mile one way to a school near my house. I go there. I do. There's no monkey bars, so I do pull-ups on a goalpost, soccer goalpost. I do pull-ups there. Then I run back to my house. Then I walk the other way, and I always walk by. The last 2 nights I walked by the gym. Last night, I'm not gonna lie, I walked by the gym. I cried. I'm no BS. I had tears in my eyes when I walked by that and saw it. I am so into that because, like I said, it just gets me away from stuff for like an hour and a half a day. It just gets me away from everything. So it sucks that I don't have that. I go by, it's all dark. I'm sitting there going, my God, I can't believe I don't have that. I don't know how long I don't have it for.
Yeah, hopefully it's only a month. Hopefully that's all it is. Hopefully everything's only a month. But I don't want to sound depressing. But Gordon asked us a question: worst New York loss?
They're both awful.
Yankees losing 4 straight to the Sox. Well, you know what my answer is. Obviously I'm a Knicks fan, so for me it's Charles Smith. But from a Yankees perspective, I would have to think it's got to be the Red Sox.
It is the Red Sox.
It's got to be. Because, I mean, the Red Sox had that whole streak, 1918, and you got a 3-0 lead, and Johnny Damon with the grand slam in Game 7. I got to think that's got to be the worst.
It was for me. That Charles Smith one, though, still gives me nightmares. And I can tell you this. It was a few years ago. You know, they were playing NBA Hardwood Classics, and they were playing Game 5 of the 93 Eastern Conference Finals. And I watched, and I know how this ends, obviously. But it made me so mad, I couldn't sleep. This is a game that aired, this was probably 2014, so it aired over 20, it was 20 years old. And sitting here, I'd lay down and just picture him he got blocked by the backboard twice. And he sucked. And I'm thinking to myself, my God, I couldn't sleep. Because that was the Knicks year. 94, yes, that was great, but Olajuwon, he took away our best player because Olajuwon was better than you. So he nullified Patrick Ewing, although I think Ewing set a record for block shots in the finals at the time.
But Olajuwon was on another level.
But yeah, Olajuwon he took away our best player.
Yeah.
Against the Suns, was Joe Klein going to guard Ewing? Hell no.
Yeah.
And Oakley could have handled Barkley. There's no doubt in my mind. The Knicks could have beat the Suns that year. 93 was their year. We were up 2-0 on the Bulls. They got overconfident. And they went into Chicago. They got their ass kicked in Game 3. Then Jordan had the 54 in Game 4. Then Charles Smith blew the damn, layup at the end of the game in Game 5. And the only time we won in the Madhouse in Madison was 92, Game 1. The Knicks never won a playoff game there outside of 1992, Game 1.
Yeah.
And to this day, the one thing about that Knicks team, as physically strong as those Knicks teams were, up here they were weak. And when you punch them in the mouth, they folded. Folded.
No, you're right. You're right. But I'm gonna say one thing, and some people may not agree with this, and I'm sure we got more football fans in here, but I think Pat Riley, you can make an argument, is in my opinion. I mean, most people are gonna say Popovich, most people are gonna say Phil Jackson, and they're both phenomenal. Pat Riley to me is unbelievable head coach. To see what he did with the LA Lakers. And then he comes to the New York Knicks, and it's a completely different coaching philosophy.
Yeah, it was.
And that to me is incredibly impressive. When you have a coach that can change with his environment, coach to his team's strengths, because a lot of coaches can't do that. He's got the Showtime Lakers, the run and gun. Then he comes to the Knicks, and he coaches as if they're the Detroit Pistons.
Yes, he did.
And to me, he was an incredible coach.
That's what he said he wanted to do. He said we want to be the most hated team in the league. And the Knicks used to beat the hell out of people in the fourth quarter because they just leaned on them all the time. They had bruisers. That's the thing. Well, you watch that thing. Jeff Van Gundy says, Pat Riley's not that Showtime guy. That's not him. He said he's tough. He's street tough. He's Schenectady, which is... Schenectady's about 25 miles south of me, but he's from Schenectady, so that's a really tough city. Schenectady's a tough city, as is Albany. You get to downtown Albany, downtown Schenectady; those are tough cities, and that's where he grew up. So, yeah, man, that's what they said. The Knicks were more his personality than the Lakers were.
Yeah, for sure. Said that, for sure. Chris, question your thoughts on Houston Astros cheating last year? I mean. It's a joke. It's a joke. It sucks because it's baseball. Let's face it, man. We both love baseball, but baseball's a dying sport in terms of the younger generation, and things like that don't help it. So it's really bad for the game. It's horrible for the game.
It is. Yeah, the Ewing layup in '95, Game 7. That was a rough one too. I mean, I get it, but in '95 they weren't going to get past the Orlando Magic the next round anyway. Shaq would have crushed Patrick Ewing at that point. The Knicks weren't getting past them in '95. '93 was our year. That Knicks team won 60 games. The Knicks have never won, outside of that one season, the Knicks have never won 60. I don't think the Knicks ever won 60 games in their history.
I don't think so.
92, 93, they won 60 games that year.
Yeah, what are the teams in the 70s win?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of that, but I'm pretty sure I remember hearing that was the only time the Knicks ever won 60 games was 1990, the 92-93 season.
Okay.
So that was our team. 93, 94 were our chances. 93 was the best chance.
Yeah, for sure. Prime Melo or Prime T-Mac? That's a good question. I'll tell you what, man. T-Mac was only great for a small period of time because of injuries, but when T-Mac was at his best, I think I'm putting T-Mac above Melo. When T-Mac was at his best, people were comparing T-Mac and Kobe. People forget that. T-Mac was really good for about a 3 or 4 year period.
The Raptors.
Yeah, and the Magic when he first got there. Right, and the Rockets. I remember he dropped 13 points in 36 seconds or something to close out a game. I think I would actually go T-Mac over Carmelo.
I think T-Mac had a more complete game than Melo. Honestly. Yeah. I read a meme that was funny. It said Vince Carter's so old that the league retired before he did.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Vince Carter's my age, for crying out loud. It's insane.
I saw somebody ask us a giant question. I don't know if he's still here. Something about David Mayo. Where was it? I wanted to answer it, but I forgot. Good night, Taco. We'll see you in 10 minutes. I'm just messing with you.
All right, Shaq and Penny were great.
I forgot it. Somebody asked us about Mayo. Let's see. What about my team, Miami Heat? Wade, James, and Bosh. What about him? I mean, it was a great trio.
Starks dunk over Jordan and Grant was it? Oh, that was. That's I did a video. I don't remember what year that was. Last year at some point, I did my top 10 New York moments of all time. That's definitely in there. It would have been higher had the Knicks won that series, but
oh yeah,
I think I had
the Starks.
9th. Yeah, the Starks dunk was maybe it was 10, maybe it was my 10th biggest, but that dunk was sick. And Starks is my favorite player of all time, so I loved it, John Starks. I loved his attitude. That guy was undersized, the guy was under-talented, but the dude was a pit bull. Oh, and he didn't back down from anybody. He wasn't intimidated by anybody.
He was a beast. All right, we got 2 Giants questions. Let me get these before I forget them. Sincere, man, thank you for the question. He says, I like Blake Martinez under Patrick Graham. Thoughts? Yeah, that's a really good point. And to be honest, obviously I said it in my video when we brought him in that he played under Patrick Graham. But I feel like my initial reaction to the acquisition, I didn't take that enough into play. A lot of people, when you look at Green Bay Packers fans, because I watched a lot of videos, a lot of film on him, and everything I saw in all the comments of these Green Bay videos was that he regressed a lot this past season, Martinez. And part of that might have to do with the fact that Patrick Graham was no longer there. Yeah, I mean, maybe that in all these cases, these last 3 acquisitions, the 2 linebackers from Green Bay and now the offensive lineman from Dallas, I think the familiarity with the coaches that are on our staff had a lot to do with all of them coming in. You look at the offensive lineman we just brought in. He started with the Patriots. That's where Joe Judge coached. And then he played for the Cowboys. That's where, obviously, Mark Colombo, our offensive line coach, and Jason Garrett coach. So I think that had a lot to do with all 3 of those guys.
Yeah, that definitely could. And again, luckily we didn't give them big contracts. So if they fail, you're not being held up. You're not holding them for ransom. Reese paid the hell out of everybody.
Yeah, for sure. And really ISO says tag and trade Leonard Williams. It's not going to happen. Nobody's taking a $16 million contract.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
We wouldn't get anything for him anyway. The Giants probably going to work out something with him, so they're not paying $16 million.
What do you think of the Giants letting go of Antoine Bethea? We've been talking about that for a while, that they should have done that. So I thought that was a no-brainer.
Exactly. With Kareem Martin, Al Ogletree, same thing. This has to be a question for you, Chris, says Gordon Gecko. 101.9 or 98.7, because those aren't stations up here in upstate New York.
Oh yeah, I mean it depends on the hour. 101.9 is WFAN, 98.7 is ESPN Radio.
Oh, there you go.
It depends on the hour, man. To be honest with you, I don't listen to it nearly as much as I used to because since I've been on YouTube, not trying to toot my own horn, I actually listen to a lot of people on YouTube out, not on the radio. But
Right.
obviously, when I'm driving, I'll turn on the sports radio. But yeah, I'm still old school. I still definitely lean towards WFAN, but there are definitely some shows where I'll listen to ESPN, but I'll go 101.9.
Yeah, see, I don't get WFAN up here. Even though I have Sirius XM, that's not there's no WFAN. So I listen to Mad Dog Sports. I listen to Mad Dog because I can't get Francesa. So I listen to I those two. I wish those two would work together again, man. That was the best. Growing up with those guys was the best.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, I remember as a kid, I used to listen to it all the time. It was great.
Misleading story. I am from Saratoga County, in upstate New York. Do you agree with a lot of stuff Stephen A. Smith? No. Rarely ever.
What was the question?
He said, "Do you?" Oh, I didn't even see what's to you. It says, "Chris, do you agree with a lot of Stephen A. A lot
Oh,
of stuff?"
Stephen A. Smith. Um, some of it, yes, but a lot of it, no. I mean, I think Stephen A. Smith, I think he's entertaining. I think Stephen A. Smith, like a lot of people on ESPN,
He's a troll.
It's entertainment.
He's a troll.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll never forget him talking about how good of a running quarterback Dwayne Haskins was.
That's what we always go back to. I mean, that alone showed that he really didn't do his research on that topic. What Stephen A. Smith, what he was known for originally was basketball. When it comes to basketball, I think he's much more credible. When it comes to football, I think he's really there for entertainment.
Yeah, G-Money Slot. Now, of course, I remember the strike in '94. The Yankees were on their way to going to the playoffs, and I'd never seen them in the playoffs up until that time. But they had the best record in the American League, and they were on their way, and they ended everything. So, yes, I do remember that. Who's better, Prime Rose or Prime Westbrook? Really good question, because Derrick Rose in his prime was nasty.
Very similar players.
I'd have to go Westbrook though. Westbrook was my favorite player for a while, so I'd be biased, and I'd say Westbrook.
Yeah, I got to go Westbrook too because he had a longer prime. But for that 1 or 2 years, it might have been Rose. But I'll go Westbrook as well.
Yeah. You guys can keep one of these three guys in talent for the rest of your life. Who you got, Lillard, Kyrie, or AI? One of these three guys. Give me AI, man. Give me Iverson all day over and over.
What is it? Lillard, Kyrie, or AI? I gotta go AI.
Yeah. AI was nasty. The best handle I've ever seen in my life.
Crossover was crazy.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, AI is one of the most entertaining players I've ever seen. I gotta go AI.
One of the most underrated players of all time, Allen Iverson, without a doubt. With practice. Yeah. We're talking about practice, not a game. Not a game. We're talking about practice.
Yeah, I gotta go AI with those three. Now, where would you? Now there's a good question. Now, what do you consider Iverson, a shooting guard or a point guard?
Shooting guard.
Where would you rank him all time as a shooting guard?
Oh boy.
You got Jordan 1, Kobe 2. I would assume you probably have Wade above him.
No, I can't put Dwayne Wade above it. AI.
You're gonna put
nasty, man.
You're gonna put AI above Dwayne Wade?
Prime? I would. Yes, I would.
Ooh,
I would put.
I can't agree with that.
I would put AI.
Let me ask you a couple of other great shooting guards. Ray Allen or AI?
AI.
Clyde Drexler.
Yeah. Was Drexler a shooting guard or was he a small forward?
Maybe he was a
AI is better than Drexler. AI might be. He might be third to me. I mean, I'm trying to think about Reggie Miller was a shooting guard. He was a shooter, but Iverson was like I don't know. He was a hybrid, man. Kind of like Kyrie. Kyrie's like a 1.5. Like he's a 1 and a 2. And Iverson's the same type of guy. So I don't know. Like he wasn't a pure 2, and he's not a pure point. So it's tough to say.
I gotta go D Wade. I gotta go D Wade 3. I go D Wade 3.
I don't know. I loved Iverson. Iverson was insane, man. Insane. Well, I just watched him cross Jordan over a couple times. I mean, Jordan was older, but still, it was it's crazy.
Yeah. But Jordan's the greatest ever. I think we both agree on that.
Oh God, yeah, yes, Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go for like another 5 minutes, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. It's almost 1:30 in the morning, and even though I get to work in my shorts and shirt tomorrow instead of wearing slacks and a polo and having to get up and shower and.
What, are you working from home?
Yes, we working
Nice.
from home for the foreseeable future. I don't know when. No, it's not really nice. I'd rather be in the office.
Really?
Yeah. You know, I love my son to death, but when you have a 3-year-old, or he's not quite 3 yet, but when you have him and you're trying to work, that's a little difficult. A little difficult. So
yeah,
you know, and as crazy as those people are at work, I mean, I miss social gatherings. Yeah, I like to be able to talk to other people.
Of course. Yeah, you want to get out and have a
right. You want to get the hell out of the house.
Yeah.
I'm doing the same damn thing. Let me get out of the house and do it. Not to mention my job is a lot more toilet paper than I do, so I'd be all set.
There's a good one. I think it's Duncan, but it's a good question. Duncan or Nowitzki?
Duncan. Yeah.
Yeah. Nowitzki's great, but I gotta go Duncan.
Miss League Story, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Brilly. This is
you're gonna get an argument on this
on purpose. Prime Brady or Prime Manning? Thank you so much for the final. Boom! Prime Manning.
Whoa, we agree.
I think Prime Manning's better. I think Brady, because of his longevity, is a better quarterback. But in their primes, Peyton Manning is better.
Oh, I thought we were gonna get a disagreement here. I'm definitely going Peyton. Wow. All right, Baddog and me agree on this one. Yeah, I'm going Peyton Manning.
I knew you were gonna think I was gonna say Brady. I think, like I said, body of work, give me Tom Brady, but in their prime, Peyton Manning was unbelievable. So you gotta give me prime Peyton Manning. Definitely.
Yeah, I gotta go Peyton Manning. I think Peyton Manning, he redefined the game. He was basically a head coach on the field. Peyton Manning, this is always my argument when I get into Brady versus Peyton. I think Peyton Manning could have went to any team in the league and done the exact same thing. I don't think Brady could have done that.
We're gonna find out, aren't we?
And we're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out. Even though he's 43, we're gonna find out.
Yeah, that's
why. Let me ask you this. Hypothetically, Brady goes to the Bucs. He throws for 4,300 yards, 36 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. They win 10 games. At 43, he does this.
Right. I still think Manning in the prime is better than Brady in the prime. But
right. But I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying.
Yeah. It definitely helps his resume. Obviously, he's got a good foundation there, but it definitely helps his resume. He's off the Patriots. He goes to another. Yeah, it definitely helps his resume for sure.
Brady's a goat. Brady's a goat. Brady's a goat. Everybody knows I'm a Brady fan, so it doesn't matter. I mean, I even have a shirt to prove it. Oh, Bobby got it for me, but, I always laugh. Some people always say, I don't wear it often, but, I would go into it just says, this guy loves Tom Brady. And they go, oh, you're a Patriots fan? I'm like, no, I'm a Giants fan. Hey, wearing that shirt? Because I love Tom Brady. It's my, what can I tell you? I like success. The guy's successful. As I said, I actually getting ready to sell those now. Those rookie cards. I got a lot of rookie cards to get rid of. That was part of my retirement. So.
I'm sure you're gonna get a lot for them. I've seen Creep Dog ask me this a lot. I mean, I don't go to strip clubs, but I would assume that they are.
As dirty as those places are, probably.
Yeah, I would assume that they are.
Probably. It's probably the first places they shut down. It's a closed environment. Nothing's sanitized in there, including the women. And, it's probably not.
Yeah.
I say I'm immune to the coronavirus anyway because I'm at the gym so much. You're not getting a more germy-infested petri dish of crap. I've probably had everything working out there. So, greed is good. Yes, greed is good, Gordon Gecko. Greed is good.
All right, we got a real question. Tony Romo for me. Not even close
for
me.
Oh, that's not close. Tony Romo, yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean, Romo didn't have what Dak has in terms of an offensive line.
Not even close. Romo was way better than Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
I'm sick every other week. No, I haven't been sick since December. So it's been 3 months. I have not been sick. I will say my allergies act up down here sometimes. My nose gets stuffy, but I haven't been sick since December. Like I said, when I probably had coronavirus, was in December. So there you go.
Sims or Eli? I'm going Eli. Maybe Baddog differs. I'm going Eli.
Eli's better than Sims. But guys, listen, it's 1:30 in the morning. Want to wrap this up. Been live for 3 hours now. Didn't expect to be live this long. But whenever I can get my man the entertain on here, we can entertain. That's always a good thing. Yeah. So again, we'll be live tomorrow for Talking Giants. What time are you going to do that?
Yeah, probably, I don't know, like maybe 9 o'clock. I don't know, something like that.
I should be able to do that because, again, we're all home now. So it's not like I don't see them for 7 hours out of the day. Or 9 hours out of the day. So, 9 o'clock should be good. Yeah. Should be able to do that at 9 o'clock. But want to thank all you guys and girls for hanging out with us, for sure. It's been a hell of a free agent period here, and obviously there'll be more moves to be made, but, it'll be a lot of fun. One more time, if you guys haven't subbed up the Entertainment Talking Sports, one of my mods could throw his link in there one last time so you could sub him up, since normally when I plan on being here, the link's in the description. We don't have that. But we'll see if somebody can throw it up there. Anything you want to say before we...
No, man, I just, man, I always love coming on, working with you whenever we can. And, man, I'm looking forward to tomorrow, Talking Giants. Anybody that came over to my stream to watch here, and I appreciate it. And, thank you guys for all your support. And, we're going to continue to talk to you guys, and as we're bored just as much as you are without sports. So, thank you guys for all your support on both of our channels and continuing watching our content. And thank you, Baddog, for having me on.
Yep, thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it. Missling Story, thank you for the super chat. Brilly, good night, fellas. Missed the videos, Baddog. Keep them coming. Oh, yeah, you're going to get videos from me now, without a doubt. So, I tried. We'll be banging out videos left and right. Probably no more workout videos anytime soon, since that place is closed. But, Giant stuff, obviously, and find something to do a video on. I don't know, Yankees, whatever. I don't even know anymore. But thank you for the $2. Boom! And Poppy Chulo Chat, thank you for throwing Chris's link in there. So we're going to end it, guys. For the entertainment, it's the Bad Diggity Dizzle. Enjoy the rest of your night or morning, wherever you may be. And we'll see you tomorrow night for Talking Giants. Till then, we are gone. Peace! It's up there. There it is.